tonight, along with Aaron and Frosty. We're taking flight, tune in, level up, turn the quest. In the world of action, we're the best. Welcome to the Town Portal Podcast.
Why, hello, everybody, and welcome to the official Town Portal Podcast, Episode 2. My name is Aaron, the owner and operator of the YouTube channel Action RPG, and next to me right here is my co-host, Frosty. You could do your own introduction. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks, Aaron. I'm excited to have Hawg with us today on the Town Portal Podcast. His streams are always super entertaining, and his community never gives him shit about anything. You know, if you want to say a quick hi, Hawg, welcome to the Town Portal Podcast.
How about it, y'all? I had my I was doing the wrong stream. I had my legs up like the Meta. I was like, oh, wait a minute, we're on the podcast. Yeah. I'm streaming right now.
Oh, I see. You had to fix your posture, right, to make sure.
Yeah, I was doing the wrong. I was doing the wrong stance there.
Good looking legs, dude.
Right.
No, they're really white.
For the people watching, quick mic check, audio levels, everything sound okay?
Oh,
and
yeah,
if anybody's too high or low.
Mic
checking. Hello.
Just let me know if anybody sounds low or high. I can adjust them. Sounds good. We've got a great show for you prepared today. We're going to be watching some trailers together. We're going to be discussing some games. And today, unlike the last Town Portal podcast where we had senior developer and co-founder of EHG Mike, where it was more just interview style, today's going to be more opinion, open forum, talk about gaming in general. I am team Last Epoch. I'm going to sell you on Last Epoch. Our super fan over here, Frosty, is going to sell you on D4. And Hawg is team POE. And we're going to be talking some POE and some POE2. So it should be a whole lot of fun. We have scheduled 90 minutes, but if it goes shorter or longer, we're gonna see how it goes. So it should be a lot of fun. Frosty, you want to kick us off with the first question, sir?
Yeah, Hawg. So the first one usually is an easy one. And this is going to be for people who live under a rock and they might not know who you are. But can you tell us about your background and how you got started and why you got started with YouTube and streaming?
I'm going to need a plug for this. Hold on.
Hey, go ahead.
I'm going to get prepared, boys.
Get comfortable.
All right, look. So
get your energy. You got this.
We started with fishing YouTube. And if you can imagine the amount of guys like me that do fishing YouTube, there's a lot. And I've done that. I started in 2017 with fishing stuff. I did fishing tournaments, and I did vlogs of going to the different tournaments, and then me fishing and catching big hog fish. That's where the name comes from. And then it just sucked. I mean, it just was the most certified. I mean, y'all went dumpster diving to get me. I don't know why y'all went bottom of the barrel to get me. Y'all go from big brain game developer to get me to me, but that's another topic. But no, it just, I was like, man, this sucks. I'm not getting any views. Like, I saved a chipmunk for God's sake and was on the dodo. We saw this stupid ass chipmunk swimming across the pond. We wasn't catching anything. I told my buddy, I said, look, there's a damn snake right there. Well, it was a chipmunk. We got up there and he was swimming across, and dude, I'm talking about the second we got the boat up to him, he turned like this, hauled ass to the boat, was like, "Give me, please, give me." So we saved him, and I had my little Chinese GoPro, and I videotaped it. And then 2 days later, the dodo call. Well, it wasn't the dodo video, and they were like, "We want to license your video," and I hung the phone up on them. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here with this." So then they called again. They called right back. No, we're serious. We did the. You seen the gal getting pulled in by the seal? We did that. We did this. We want to pay you some money, like $1,000. I was like, you got my attention now, even though it's chicken shit money.
You're like, oh,
like, hell yeah. Dude was on the dodo. So I was working at Dick's Sporting Goods at the time. I was coming walking by footwear. And one of the kids was like, dude, I seen you on Snapchat. I was like, I ain't done Snapchat in months, dude. What are you talking about? He's like, no, man, come here. Like, you on, like, the dodo. I said, what the fuck is the dodo? You don't know, the dodo is like an animal site. You save animals, you know, nice things happen. People help animals out. It's a pretty big site.
Okay.
Channel, whatever. So anyway, I had all that shit happen. Then I played Diablo for 20 years. It's my RPG of choice. Well, until we had Lilith 1 release. Excuse me. And my buddy EB and all my 150 group for Diablo 3, they were like, "Hawg, you should do some game videos, man. That'd be fucking hilarious to see you do some game videos." Of course, everyone laughed at me and were like, "No one's gonna give a shit and whatever." But I started grinding on Diablo videos, and the rest is history. But
are we talking Diablo 2? So you started with Diablo 2 videos or D3?
No, I started with D3. Well, the very first video on my channel is me doing a GTA roleplay with a guy with a mullet on a bicycle trying to get in a limousine with some rich guys. That's the very first one. It's actually pretty classic, but the rest of them are all Diablo 3 back when I, was trying to, I don't know, think I was a good player or something. I was just a support team. My niche back then was like, teach the real shitty players from a shitty player, like teach them how to be support so they can do 150s. Like that was my big thing. Anyone could do 150s if you got it with a support, if you were a ZDH or whatever. So my support group that I was with was like, you need to make videos. And so here we are. That was a real long rambling, stupid thing. But
okay.
What? We got to fix that.
We got 142.
Fix that. Now, solo, I'm not talking about solo now. Solo's fucking hard.
Oh, yeah,
but
solo.
I'm talking about in a group. Yeah, I mean, I've done it. I think I've done it with my source. I can't remember.
All right, well, you
disclaimer out there for like, I'll have some haters. Hawg's not a good video game player. That was never ever said ever, not one time that I was some. Now I ain't catch a goddamn largemouth. Now I'm a badass fisherman, but I ain't no great gamer or anything. You lying to your people talking about how great I was at all this stuff. I loved your video this morning, by the way. It was great to wake up to that.
Frosty had a really good video this morning. Frosty, you did a good job on that video.
Oh, yeah, the animation. I kind of want to get into that. Just want to animate some stupid AI songs, especially if they're all going to be funny. I'm not going to do one that's not funny. That
has to be funny. Hawg,
yeah.
I have a lot of submitted questions around fishing. Do you want to start with fishing questions?
We can do whatever you want, brother.
Should we knock out some of those? Do you fly fish?
When I was 18, I worked for Orvis, and they made me learn how to fly fish.
Okay.
And this is going to go into a story. Everything you asked me is going to go into a story.
Okay, that's fine.
What is Orvis? I don't know.
It's a fly fishing. They sell clothes too, but they make fly fishing equipment. There's some of the really nicest rods, and
they force you to learn how to fly fish.
Well, if he works there and they sell fly fishing stuff, he's got to learn how to fly fish.
I mean,
right?
You've seen some.
It wasn't like Bass Pro. Well, not like Bass Pro where they've got everything. Orvis is a very highfalutin, esteemed, fly shop. So you got to know how to fly fish. They paid me to go out in the parking lot and learn how to cast. I mean, I was fine with it. I'd sit out there and, do all that weird shit. And then the guy took me out to Dukes Creek, Smithgall Woods in North Georgia, and it's the streams may be 5 yards wide. And I'm looking at this going, there's big ass fish in here. And he's like, yeah. Just get in there and roll cast up in there, and then you'll get him. So I roll cast up in there, and he says, now. And I set the hook, and nothing happens. I said, I didn't feel jack shit. And he said, well, throw it back up in there. So I roll cast back up in there again. Nothing. He said, get out of the way. His big ass gets in there, sets the hook, 26-inch rainbow. This sumbitch was huge. It was his personal best. He was running down the stream. I was like, what do I do? I'm in waders. Like, this is the most alien shit to me. I grew up bass fishing. So I'm out of my element here. And he's like, just get the net. Anyway, it was his personal best. And I was pissed because it would have been my first and best rainbow trout. I would have never had to catch another one. But I don't fly
great. Seriously, that's a good story. Biggest fish you ever caught?
Okay, so there's two ways to answer this. Okay, my biggest fish I ever caught is 47-pound flathead. That was when we were crappie fishing. That was on 6-pound test with a number 8 hook. It took 1 hour and 10 minutes to get it in the boat. And we caught one bigger than that the day before. It was the size of our fucking boat, and my guide was like, we're not getting this in the boat. We're cutting the line. The largemouth bass was 10.2 pounds on the scale. I have caught one. It was probably 11 and a half. But I don't claim to say that I caught an 11 because it wasn't on the scale. But I'm talking about, let me tell you something about bass fishing. Someone says they caught a 10-pound bass. If they're in the picture, take the picture trying to hold that fish out. It ain't a 10-pound bass. You got to struggle to hold that fish up to if it's 10 pounds. So the one that's this beast, we're in the middle of a farm pond in Wilcox County, Georgia, and I'm going, take the goddamn picture, and it's enormous. That's
so you
the
can
biggest
tell the
bass I've
weight
ever
of the
caught.
fish based upon the stress on the person's face taking the picture.
Well, take a gallon of milk and hold it out like this for like a minute, and see if you don't go. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a pussy, but it's, especially with a fish that's kicking, you're like, come on.
Take the picture.
You shouldn't be
My
able to hold
gamer
it and
arms,
go,
I
you
wouldn't
know.
be able to do it.
Frosty, you could do it.
just-
You're stronger than you look. You got some muscles.
I look
Well, you're a pretty
stronger
big
than
old boy.
I am.
Yeah,
different.
Frosty
It's like to
wanted
flip
to
it.
go shirtless, by the way, on today's podcast. He almost
I don't know what. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Here, I'll help you.
Oh,
No, I'm
man.
just kidding.
No,
They don't get that for free.
maybe on the third episode. I don't know.
You go
It's
to
only
my
second
OnlyFans
on
episode.
the third
You
one.
need to
that's
tease
gonna
them,
be-
you know?
that's gonna be a
Have
challenge.
something to wait for.
Now, should we talk about video games at all, or is that like
I mean,
for a
that's what
different
I got.
You said you had a
podcast.
lot of
I wasn't
fishing
prepared
questions.
for this.
That was
Well,
like 2 fishing.
oh,
I
man.
think you had a lot of fishing.
Oh, I do have a lot, but I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
just
we're-
got a quick question. Jumping back to video games and your previous, your story here. You played Diablo 3. I heard you did that. Was there any other games you played growing up, or is it just D3 and that
Oh,
was
dude,
it?
I played a fucking pile of games.
Like, what
Now,
were the most memorable?
Sierra Online games. I loved Sierra games. My favorite Sierra game is Larbo and the Dagger of Amon-Ra. It's the most badass adventure game. Me and my aunt had a close bond with playing those games. And that shit, you talk about give you adrenaline rush when you're 6 years old and there's some lady coming at you and you got to like pull up your inventory. And if you've never played those games, they're like, you must save all the time because you could forget an item and it ruins the whole game, or you could get stuck in somewhere you can't get out and you're dead, or you died any corner of they were pretty brutal. Of course I had an 8-bit Nintendo. We played 007 at 64. I didn't have a system until my dad had an 8-bit Nintendo, but I didn't get a system until PlayStation. Then I got a Dreamcast. That was badass.
Oh, wow.
Then you could watch
Dreamcast
porno
was
on there
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Dreamcast, because you could hide, you could watch. It had a dial-up modem, and you put a web browser on there, and you could look at titties without your mom checking your search history. You would sit there, come on, load, and you'd see it.
Now, how'd you figure that out?
Well, I mean, it was one of the features. Get on the internet with the dial-up modem. We thought, oh, hell yeah. Let's see if we can look at them. I mean, when you're 12, 13, about 13
Yeah,
years old,
that's
you
pretty
can
much
try
all
to
you're
look at
thinking
titties
about,
on
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine having to like turn your computer on with the dial-up. It's just like, oh shit, just don't hear me.
Dude,
It's like,
bro,
of course
my
they're gonna hear
mom-
you.
Well, yeah,
My
you're gonna
mom would
hear it.
check my history, like, and she go deep in there. You've been looking at what you been looking at. I'm like, come on, mom, it's fine. It's natural.
It's not.
What got you onto POE?
Diablo 4.
Oh wow.
Was it your love for Diablo 4? You're like, I just love the genre so much that I want to try another game.
Probably.
No, I was so pissed
That's
off.
what Frosty.
at-
Frosty's like. He loved it so much he wanted to try and find.
Yeah, sure.
Something
Yeah, I
to-
loved it so much that I needed to try to find its competitor. No, I was pissed. So I was like, well, a bunch of my viewers said, try POE, try POE, try POE. And what's funny is I owe this guy Citadel an apology. Citadel, if I ever see you again, I'm sorry. This guy Citadel come in my community right before D4 launch. It's POE this, well, POE you can do that, and POE you can do this, and POE you can do that. And I was sitting there going, shut the fuck up, but this ain't fucking POE. I just was like, who cares about POE? And then after I played POE, I was like, God damn, this son of a bitch was right. So Citadel, you were right. I'm sorry. I mean, I never like said anything nasty to him. I was thinking in my head, like, damn, shut up. This ain't POE. He was right. That's why he talked so much about it. But yeah, I was so
Now-
pissed. I went and everyone said try POE. I tried POE, and it was love.
Now I've
No,
only
no,
played
no,
POE for like one season, and I beat the campaign. I got to the end game. I was Righteous Fire build. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I kind of got overwhelmed. Is there like someone in particular you watch to help, like, a YouTube guide, or like how did you just kept grinding it?
Being overwhelmed is part of the experience. So what?
It's a feature.
In today's atmosphere, see, like again, I said I play Sierra games. Those games back in the day would give you thousands of hours because the shit was so complex. That's why I like POE so much, because hey, it's free. But I so far I have 13 or 1400 hours in the game, and you're still considered a noob.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's
You
what
haven't
I
even
like. Like
started.
there's
Yeah.
you hadn't even started like, and I know enough now to where I can kind of put something together, but it's still like I still discover new things. I'm still like, oh wow, I'm still having oh wow moments. Nothing's boring. There's so much variety for me to do. I mean, I just got bored halfway through the season. I said, hell, I'm at 3.5. I have 3.5 mirrors I made from gambling. I'm gonna sink it into the top delvers build and do what do delve, because I've never done delve. So I got to like 600 in delve in 3 days, and I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. Okay, I don't see how you want to go to 30,000 or wherever the hell he's at right now. But
But imagine putting that time into the pit in Diablo 4.
Oh my god.
Bro, quit playing. Oh, quit playing. I mean,
I'm trying to help out Frosty a little bit.
I mean, like Nightmare Dungeons, the Gauntlet, Remember the Gauntlet?
Fun, yeah.
Anyone?
Is it still there?
Yeah,
Did they take it away?
I think.
I think so. I think so.
I hear chatter that there's no leaderboard anymore, so.
I did.
don't know.
You know what? I did hear that. It's utterly ridiculous if that's true. I actually have not tried it out either this season. But
I have a question. POE, there's a million different builds, different styles. Do you like minion? Do you like melee? You like range? What's your go-to for POE?
Dude, it's so weird. So I like playing the Scion, which is like starts in the middle of the board. It's a mix of everything.
Yep.
And I like playing the Armor Stacker, and it's like one of the most expensive builds. Such a streamer. I would never be able to fucking do that build if I wasn't a streamer. Like,
oh, do you have
not
people
gonna
give you
bullshit
stuff?
y'all.
Yeah.
Of course I have people give me stuff. I'm a fucking idiot. So yeah, they got lyric here. Like, well, okay, hold on. I try to not accept some of the stuff. Like this season, I was like, stop. These guys came in for my buddy Belton's community.
Stop.
And Belton is like the best crafter in the game, and so some of his guys just shit mirrors like it's nothing. And they come in and give me all these jewels. I was like, stop it! I don't want it. And they were like, "What are you, a pussy?" I'm like, God damn, you gonna call me a pussy? No, give me the shit then. So I mean, the second they call me a pussy, I mean, what are you gonna do? You gonna be called a pussy, or you gonna take their money? So that they give me a bunch of shit. It was
They're trying to give it to you, and you said no.
Yeah, I mean,
you had no option.
I was trying to have integrity. But then they called me a pussy, and integrity packed his shit and hauled ass. So
what you're saying is, if I stream a little more, I can get good at POE.
the POE community.
All right.
No bullshit now, serious, real talk. The POE community is probably the best community I've ever been involved in. Now, I've been in Diablo. Diablo's community is fine. It's not saying shade on that. I like the Diablo community, but the POE community, the majority of them will help you. They'll give you stuff. They'll, give you advice where, a lot of guys will just say, fuck off or go look online or what to get good or whatever. But a lot of those guys want to help out new players because it helps the game out. So that's at least in my experience, and the other people I've tried to help out.
I do generally find ARPG community as a whole are pretty good. I came from the gacha phone game community, which is extremely toxic in most cases. There's a lot of good people. Like, look, I'm going to preface that, but you go in there and you say, hey, this guy's great, and someone spends like $100 trying to get that guy and ends up becoming like D tier next season or whatever, and then you just get flamed continuously. Yeah, it's great.
The worst was the WoW community. That's the most toxic ass. Sorry, I've never seen grown men rage ban, rage quit, rage this over losing a roll over an item. I'm like, are y'all just like so and so's left the guild? So and so's left the guild, dude. I'm talking about pissed. I'm like, damn, this is a video game. What's wrong with y'all? Like, nah, fuck, just going off. It's fucking wild.
I've seen that. I play WoW. I know.
Hawg, you played Diablo 2, right?
I played Diablo 2 2 weeks after launch. I begged my mom in Target to buy it for me because my neighbor had it. And she was like, nah, I'm not buying it. I was like, no, we're in heaven. We're fighting hell. It's a good game. And she was like, well, fine. And then she bought it for me. See, I played it before the expansion.
Oh, wow. Frosty, did you play D2?
I played D2, but I got into it when the expansion first launched. So I didn't experience any issues where it launched with, but it was pretty damn good when the expansion launched.
So when it came to Diablo 2, what was your guys' favorite character?
Sorcerer. Yeah, you just teleport around. You use like Pindlebot. you like map hack. It was great.
Frozen Orb,
Magic
Frozen Orb
sources.
Sorcerer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Frozen Orb. Actually, speaking of map hack and Pindlebot, when they launched D2 Resurrected, they're like, we want you to have like the genuine experience. I might have downloaded a map hack, and I was like, this is the experience I had. And I went a few months playing, and then I know where I get a permanent ban, and I'm like, yeah,
You got banned for map hack?
yeah, I did. It was ridiculous.
Damn, I
It's
used it forever, never got banned.
Terrible.
Everybody used it. Like,
Yeah, right?
everybody used it.
You
Sorry
shouldn't
to
get a
interrupt
perma ban for map hack. I understand like
Yeah.
botting, sure, but like, geez.
I was a
Since you brought that
necro
up-
guy. I was a necro corpse explosion kind of guy.
Ooh, yeah. That's a
Oh,
good one.
did you get an Enigma
Yeah.
ever?
Yeah. I played a lot of
Okay.
Diablo too.
Yeah, I never really got an Enigma, so I just stayed Sork, and then I got home from school after botting all day. I saw what I got, played for a little
banned.
bit.
Got banned,
know,
made a
I
new
mean-
account.
Yeah. No, this is original D2. Original D2, when you got banned, you just go on the internet for a new CD key, and you get back on in like a second.
Yep. Yeah, they banned your CD key. They didn't ban your IP.
It was great.
I remember that. Dude, I didn't actually run a bot on D2 until probably 6 months before D2R came out. I was like, all right, I gotta see, I gotta try this out and see what happens. I remember putting it. I had it run Mephisto, and I woke up in the morning. I had like 2 Shakos.
Yeah, it's great.
You're like,
Oh,
it works
it's
really,
wild.
really well.
Oh wow! But what's funny is you talk about bots, and I see it all throughout the Diablo community. And there's a lot of new guys to Diablo 4, and a lot of people are complaining about bots. And I just don't have that stance. I just sit here and laugh. I'm like, bots have been part of my Diablo experience since the beginning of Diablo. Like every public game you went into, there was a bot in there that stood there with her staff, and you walked up and you hit chant, and she'd give you an enchant, or she'd give you the waypoints that you needed, like in every single solitary public game. And then she gave a little advertisement for d2gold.com or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was all the time, and every player would go up and get the chant from her and go in and do Mephisto.
The only
So
time I can
that's me.
remember, where bots were like, I don't think I could play this game with. I don't know if either of you guys played Lost Ark. There was a time where bots were so bad, there was literally like 500,000 of them, and the town centers and the chat,
Holy
it was literally almost
You couldn't see
made the
chat.
game unplayable. That was the last time I bots feels like it just destroyed this game. And they would funny because
wow.
you'd see the Steam charts and it would be like 1.2 million players. Hey, today we're doing a bot cleanup, and it would be like 80,000 online. The whole community is bots trying to sell crap.
Dadgum.
Was that game free to play?
Yep.
Yeah, they just jumped right back on.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what they kept. It was free to. That's a part of the problem with free to play. It's like, yeah, you can't. It's hard to stop the bots. It is hard to stop the bots.
Does POE have bots?
Yeah, every RPG has bots. I mean,
Because it's like free to
But
play,
see-
it's like really bad.
they have trade bots, and it's actually really nice because, like at this point in the league, no one's playing, and so you'll be wanting to get some stuff, especially currency. You'll whisper, but then you'll hit the trade bot and you'll whisper, and they immediately invite. They have the item ready. You're like, oh, this is nice. You do the trade right there in the hideout. They send you a nice friendly message, and then you leave. So that's the only time you really don't cuss them too bad. You're like, yeah, thank God someone has a bot going that'll trade this shit for me.
Yeah.
Hawg, do you play it?
no one?
Oh, go
go
ahead.
on.
I was gonna
Is
say,
no one playing? I'm gonna go, Aaron.
Go.
Is no one playing because the Necropolis, wasn't that great of a league, or is it just kind of dead now?
There's a bunch of reasons, but the 4-month leagues are getting to be people are starting to complain about them, and they're developing the new game, trying to get it out. So we're going to be in 4-month leagues. That's just the way it is.
next league end
Until
of
they-
July. Yeah.
Yeah,
end of
July 27th, I think, is a rumor.
Yep.
Um,
My question was
yeah, they
going to
don't
be:
like
do
the-
you play any other ARPGs like Titan Quest, Grim Dawn, Last Epoch?
my community manager, if you will, Mumar, he streams Grim Dawn, and I'm talking about been wearing me out. Hawg, play Grim Dawn. He's from Georgia too. Hawg, play Grim Dawn.
They
man.
just had
play
a huge
Grim Dawn.
update.
I'm like,
yeah.
Dude, whenever the expansion's coming out, I promised him that I would play it, but I'm real funny when it comes to, I even did it with music, like Metallica, for example. I refuse to listen to Megadeth, and it's very obtuse, and I'm trying not to be that way in my older age, but like, nah, fuck Megadeth, I ain't listening to them, they suck, Metallica rules. So that's the way I kind of feel in my games too. Like, I'm not playing anything but POE right now, so everything else is dog shit. So I'm trying to, now that I've kind of got an extensive time of POE, now I'm trying to branch out, and I'm not feel like I'm missing out too bad. I've seen a lot of things in POE, so I'm ready for last Epoch. I hadn't played much. I maybe got to like level 20 in last Epoch.
The longer you wait, the better it's going to be.
Wait, what game did you just? Sorry, I perked up first. What game?
I talked about your baby, last Epoch.
I like last Epoch. You're gonna play Cycle 2?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got it installed. I didn't.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't want to give it because I heard such good things. I didn't want to like shit on it. I wanted to give it a fair run. So
that's respectable.
I appreciate you giving it its due diligence. It's time to get fixed and ready to go before you crapped all over it. I think that's nice of you.
And I might like it. You never know. I don't have to shit.
There's a lot of build varieties. There's a lot of options.
I know. Frosty, we can transition to the extra scene and we could go through LE and then POE.
I do have a few more questions.
All right, hit them.
Go.
But okay, I was gonna go. Let me just jump back.
No, you're good.
What is your daily routine like? Like, what is your daily Hawg routine?
Well, I wake up and I have 14 cats, so I say hello to all my cats.
Okay.
Yeah, so we moved here with 2, and people equal shit, and they dump their fucking animals. I live at Lake Seminole, and they dump their animals down here, thinking people will take care of them, a.k.a. us, me and my old lady.
Yep.
So now we have and all these extra cats that got dumped here. Anyway, so I say hey to them, and then I go straight to the coffee pot, and I brew 12 cups, and I proceed to destroy that entire pot as fast as I can, and then use the Louvre and take a shower and think about how fucking awesome I am. I'm just kidding. I'm fill my cup up and do my thing. I don't know. Shit.
All right.
Sing Mr. Rogers' song while I put my shoes on. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
When was the last time you fully shaved? And I'm talking about your face.
Ooh.
That's a good question.
5 years ago.
For what occasion?
6.
Yeah.
I think I wanted handlebar mustache. That's what it was. I think it was November. It was like mustache November, whatever that shit is. So I wanted a big handlebar mustache. So that's why I shave. I think it's been now complete no mustache shave. I can't remember how long it's been. I've had some kind of something on my face since I could grow it.
Okay.
So
all right.
It's been a long time. Maybe my old lady, maybe she's in the chat. She can tell you, but I don't know.
And I guess, before we transition, how do you handle negative feedback and people trolling you?
So you saw the comment on here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, I've been laughing about this shit. So this guy called me this guy commented on Frosty's one of his videos and called me a clown. He's just being a dick, which is fine. And so he said, I looked at his little YouTube channel that he had that sucked, and I commented back and I said, he said something like, "This guy's a clown. His takes are so bad," and I blocked his channel or something. And I was like, well, that's why you still remember my name and nobody knows yours. Like, it's from Troy, and I love using that line to fucking. I just troll back with him, it's funny to me. People get so mad. Like the one guy today that was like, Hawg sucks at video games and he never gets any views and all this, and I'm like, dude, I never you are so mad for no reason. It's hysterical. I'm like, I never claimed to be good at it. So anyway, I commented him and I was like, damn, my super fans, like my number one fans here, boys. So anyway, I made this guy, the other guy I was talking about, I made him mad. He was like, this is why you're a lolcow. And I was like, holy shit, I'm a lolcow now? can you please start a detractor channel and let me subscribe to it so you can get me famous, baby? I'm like, give me a break, dude. I said, you called me a clown and I offended you because I said you were nobody, just playing around. Then he blew it up. People were still commenting, what the fuck's wrong with you, Hawg? I'm like, y'all take life too damn seriously. That's what's wrong. I'm just here to have fun and play, and everyone gets so fucking mad. I talked about Diablo 4. A video game. I'm like, y'all need to relax. It's a game. Oh,
People have strong
excuse me.
opinions.
Well, they're
Especially on the
they're
internet.
so passionate and they're so tribal, right? Especially now it's like, you know, I take it all the time. Like last Epoch, oh, the game looks like crap. It's built on Unity. It never works. Blah blah blah. You should go play I get the D4 stuff a lot too.
Yeah, and what's great is they don't understand. If they hate you so much, the best thing they can do is not comment because it gets you more engagement the more they comment. Like they just feeding the beast. So back up. I'm like, yeah, just keep hating, baby. That's fine. You hating on a dude on the internet, so I just let them. I mean, you could be DSP. You know, you could get that, but, you know, to me, it's kind of self-inflicted. I don't know if y'all know who DSP is, but I'm not going to go. My old lady will start screaming at me if I talk about the tractor stuff on this chat right now. But it's a rabbit hole you don't want to fall down, ladies and gentlemen. So do not go down the locale rabbit hole because you will slip down it and you will watch that shit. Oh, that is part of my routine. Excuse me, I forgot. I watch Duty streams. He probably puts out 4 or 5 videos a day, and I have to, it's like a rolling soap opera. Mama used to buy National Enquirer. Y'all remember those in the
Of course, yeah.
She called them True Trash.
They're at the check lanes or the
the checkout.
yeah.
So, you know, every week she had to have her True Trash. Well, that's like how I feel. This is True Trash. I gotta have my detractor True Trash to see what's going on. Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, enough derailment. You can call me Hog Track like a train coming through because I'll derail the shit out of everything we're trying to do.
Well, that's fine. I don't mind.
Frosty's like, what are we doing?
Even more. I mean, no, it's fine. I was gonna one final fishing. I had one fishing question here. I don't know why I didn't have more. What would you say either your most ridiculous or up there for most ridiculous fishing story? Like any like stupid shit happen, crazy shit happen?
I've seen a lot of shit. So I watched I watched all this happen like someone. I watched an alligator eat a deer. Okay. That was like some National Geographic, like deer drinking. Gator came out, grabbed the deer. Commotion for a minute. That was over. That was wild. I was backing the boat down one day, and I got out, and there was a gator laying on the ramp, and I was like, it's right there. It was probably 12 foot. And I was like, I'm dead because it's fixing to eat me, but it was dead itself. So that was scary.
That's scary, yeah.
I caught, last year I caught two on one jerkbait, which was on my bucket list. I'd never done that. And I finally did that. And then I got greedy and tried to do it 2 or 3 times because what happens, especially in the fall, when one bass sees its buddy go eat a bait, they think, oh, there's a little school or something going on. So a bunch of them will come up there and they'll actually try to take away the bait from the other fish. So that's how you get 2 on 1 if you're using treble hooks. The other one will come up and bite the back hook, and you got one on the front hook, and you got 2 fish on 1 lure. But then sometimes 4 or 5 more will come up there. So I was trying to get greedy. Come on, let me get 3 on 1. You know, come on. I could go on, and I was out there a lot. I was a guide for a long time until business got real slow here lately. But
Nice.
Lots of stuff I've seen.
Well, we'll probably get back to that.
Nature's scary.
But for now, I think we're good with the general beginning questions. So, Aaron, if you want to pop to the next one, we're down.
Let's do it. I instantly feel at home. I just seeing last Epoch on. So today I streamed D4 season 5 of PTR. So I checked it out for a couple of hours just to play the new mechanics, so I stay up to date on it. And tomorrow we'll be back on LE. What we're gonna do, we are now on our extra screen, and we're gonna check out Harbingers of Ruin, talk about last Epoch and the Cycle 2 that is coming. We're gonna talk about Path of Exile 2 and talk about the console trailer. And then Frosty's going to bring us home as the super fan for Diablo 4 and Vessels of Hatred. So we're now moving into podcast part 2. So, Hawg, I'm going to go to you first. I told everyone in the pre-show that this entire podcast, all I care about is trying to sell you on playing the new cycle. So since you already said you did, now I feel more relaxed.
Please give me. I want the pitch. I still want to. I don't know nothing about the cycle. I don't know anything about the game, so you can still pitch me all you want.
Okay. Harbingers of Ruin Cycle 2 comes out in 12 days, 14 hours, or July 9th. But who's counting? We are getting hundreds of. We're getting hundreds of rebalance. Basically, they're rebalancing the game for a new meta. We're getting 30 new uniques, the most uniques ever introduced into the game. They are updating some passives and some skills. They are adding the new end game system titled Nemesis. They are adding the new faction titled Forgotten Knights, which you will unlock in the end game that'll introduce 10 new bosses. And they are introducing the brand new Pinnacle boss. This would be like Last Epoch's version of Shaper, Elder, Diablo, Bale. So all of that is coming on the new cycle.
Diablo. Is it Diablo?
Well, Diablo's in some of the.
Lilith. Yeah, you're talking about.
This would be Last Epoch's version.
Lilith.
Of
Okay, yeah, okay.
Lilith.
Yeah, perfect.
Also, something new to the game that they are adding is a default evade dodge roll mechanic to all characters. So they want to introduce boss fights that are dynamic and require skill and have phases, and they can only do that if they guarantee that every character has a movement ability. So they're adding in a default role to all classes.
Well, look
That
at
just
that.
means I'm gonna get clapped.
No,
So tired of getting clapped. Bro, I just
Frosty.
played Elden Ring for the first time, and like I'm still walking sideways. I'm so wallered out from. I died 288
it
times,
should
and I'm
be
still
easier
in the
than Elden
first.
Ring.
So.
Frosty told
I just
me
get a
in
little-
the video this morning that you are an expert gamer. So that's what Frosty said.
I've seen you in Elden Ring. It was pretty good. Like that one dude holding like the flowers, man. That's like an in-game boss.
That dude whooped the dog shit out of me with that bouquet of roses.
Yeah, it's like you're walking down the street and some dude holding like bouquet of roses just beats the crap out of you. You're trying your
He whooped the
hardest.
shit out of me. Pow, 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 dead. I was like, God damn. Those got razors in them or something.
So that is my pitch for Last Epoch. But also, I don't know if you care about this kind of stuff. You're also supporting 11th Hour Games, the studio behind Last Epoch. This is a studio that's set out to make the true successor to Diablo 2. They wanted to make a classical action RPG. So like there's no battle passes, there's no pay to win, there's no like spend $5 and you get bonus Epoch points to try and manipulate you to spend more. There's none of the modern amenities. There's no dailies. So you're supporting.
Be able to play it if it doesn't have any of that.
so you're supporting also a good studio that the game's $35 too. So there's some.
That's it.
Some
But
other
real quick, I think I gotta come in and talk a little bit about D4, just real quick. So you know how season 4 basically saved the game.
Okay.
The whole thing that saved the game was the crafting system. They may have stolen that from Last Epoch, but maybe that's
There's a
saying that Last
crafting
Epoch's pretty good.
system?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty damn good, and it's good maybe because they may have taken it from another game. But look, Last Epoch's theirs. They copied the dodge. Everyone knows Diablo invented dodge.
Frosty, you're
Right.
gonna love this.
Let me
Frosty, I'm gonna throw this
Let me
on
just-
screen right now because I'm working on a new video really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm working on a new video. You could
Oh,
probably
that's a good.
you might be
I
able
know
to
this
take a
photo.
wild guess what video I'm working on. So we're working on
It's a Diablo video, right?
it's a Diablo video and maybe some similarities that I have noticed from some recent stuff with Diablo 4. So yeah, it's a purple Lilith.
Yeah, the purple. I don't know what that means. I'm not that smart. Oh, wait a second.
Last Epoch is purple. Never mind.
Yeah, no, you
forget
didn't
it.
have to say it. I just got it. I'm a little slow. It takes me a bit, but I get there. I
Hey,
get
you're
there
a super
eventually.
fan. I get it. It's okay.
We are the smartest of all ARPG players. Okay, it just we learned.
Is that what
differently.
Rod told y'all?
Yes.
Is that what Rod said? Rod! Get Rod out here.
There have, to answer your question, Frosty, there have been a few systems that some believe Blizzard has borrowed or taken influence from of last Epoch that maybe or may not have come to D4. So I don't think there's anything actually wrong with companies borrowing mechanics maybe that they like, but yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah.
They're very similar. I try to tell people all the time, because actually I get this a lot. Aaron, doesn't it piss you off that D4 potentially is copying last Epoch? And in my head, and truth be told, why does Path of Exile exist? Because of Diablo. Why does last Epoch exist? Because of Diablo. Like, really, these games have copied a model that Blizzard created, so it really does kind of come full circle, you know.
True, but why is it so hard that... Go on.
It's not even just specific to gaming. You can listen to Kirk Hammett from Metallica talk about the Unforgiven solo, or excuse me, Wherever I May Roam solo. The opening bars are Hendrix. He's like, oh yeah, it's straight Hendrix. Like, he's like, musicians borrow things from other musicians all the time and get inspiration and all. It's the same thing anywhere you go. There's artists, games, whatever. You're gonna have some influence from somebody. I mean, someone had to innovate it a little bit, and then you're trying to make it better, put your flavor on it. So I mean, you know, I think it's me of all people, I'd be mad about it, but it's just a normal, to me, it's like human nature type thing. Like, it's just inevitable. It's going to happen regardless of what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm glad they did it. It's getting to a point where it's getting at least mid, maybe even good. And just around the corner, there's a nice $40 expansion, so we get rewarded for that.
You're such a monster. You're just a...
That's so ridiculous. Well, POE's free, so you know, I'm just...
POE2, you know. Isn't there early access for POE2 you have to pay for if you want early access?
I was told that early access of POE will have POE2 will have a price, but we'll get to POE. We're not on POE.
Okay. All right, we're jumping the gun.
Jeez.
It's not beneficial.
This is last Epoch time.
This is last Epoch section. Sorry for yelling.
No!
Trailer for brand new trailer released yesterday. Harbingers of Ruin, last Epoch.
You remind me of him, Traveler. It's that same unwavering hope that led us straight into oblivion.
That is the new Pinnacle boss, Aberoth.
Why is everything purple?
It's the purple is the void. So this is what the void is, what took over the world. You're trying to find, you're trying to stop the void. Last Epoch's a time travel game, so you're going back in time to try and find where the void came from to stop it. I mean, they did say it's a war we don't understand, so like we could just not understand it and just.
Oh yeah, it's one of the. Is it like POE where you don't know what the hell's going on at all? It's just like, okay, or can you kind of follow it a little bit?
It is time travel, you know.
You could follow.
Time travel is a bit hard.
I mean, it's very simple. The last Epoch, the Epoch is the actual like this thing. It's the symbol of the game. It allows you to time travel. So you have the last Epoch
capacitor.
Exactly. So you have the last thing that allows you to time travel. So it's up to you to go back in time to save the future.
Oh my God. If they called it last flux capacitor from the beginning, I would understand everything.
Right. So this is the new, I say he's on like an Ultralisk. I don't know if any of you guys played StarCraft, but anyways, yeah.
I did. It was one of my favorite games.
All right, we're best friends.
And now, you're part of a war that you don't fully...
So there is now 10 new Harbinger bosses that after you defeat an Echo boss,
wonder where that came from.
Are you talking about the Harbinger League in POE? That's what you already know. We're not talking about POE.
I understand.
Well, I'm just saying. I wonder where they got it from.
Not a good-looking combat in this game, I will say.
Frosty, have you played a decent amount of Last Epoch or no?
Yeah, I got high level Wraith Lord, then I did a Rogue fairly high, then I
nice.
tried one of
nice.
those Sorcerer builds, and I sucked at it.
So the Nemesis system, this is new. This is kind of like in the same vein as Exiled Mages. You'll come across these fallen warriors from the Harbingers, and you can empower them, you could banish them, you could challenge them, but this egg right here, you can replace the egg with a unique item and actually add legendary potential.
It's John. Okay. I'm sorry, this is all new to me. I'm like, oh, that's POE. That's POE. Okay.
We're not
This is all raw reaction. I've never seen none of that. I'm just saying, I'm just seeing where they got it from. Is I've never seen this. That's POE also. That's what you do with John. You execute, or you banish, or you interrogate. Yeah, it's the same. All right, that's cool. That's a good thing.
You like POE. See, they're
I know. I was just saying is all.
Frosty.
Well, here's a faction system.
So the new faction system, and now, just so you know, Hawg, POE2 senior developer said that they are introducing a new trade system into POE2 because of the popularity of Last Epoch's faction system. See?
That's great. Hell yeah.
This podcast is over. No.
I'm ending this right now.
That's it.
I tried to warn you, to spare you, but his eyes are upon you now. There is no time left, no refuge, no hope. His harbingers are coming.
Ooh, this is the Epoch. This is the time travel device right here. See, now you guys know. July 9th. Yes, it's my favorite game. I like it a lot.
Now, again, I will say from the trailer, it's just when they show combat and cool spells, like they do a great job at that. Like when I made my first like ARPG video, I went to Last Epoch's YouTube, and it was just filled with every video, just tons of really cool, awesome looking gameplay. And I just filled my entire video with that. I didn't even have to worry about like B-roll or anything. And like, I will, you know, I love Diablo 4, but when I go to their YouTube and I try looking at some of their videos, it's very hard for me to be like, oh wow, look how cool that combat is. They don't do a good job at showing it off, and we'll get more into that later. This isn't about Diablo 4 right now. It's Last Epoch.
You know, a story that I tell on stream a lot that I think really tells the tale of this game is I was invited to Germany last year with EHG, the studio behind Last Epoch. So I was at Gamescom with them. And that's where I got to play POE2. I'm sorry, Hawg.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got to spend time with the studio in person. And this is a game made by gamers. And I think a lot of people appreciate this. There is a POE streamer. He was on stage at the last Exile Con. His name is Carve. He's a professional because POE is one of the few games where it's like you can actually be like a professional. Anyways, he is a professional POE player that leads game design for 11th Hour Games for Last Epoch. His name is Carve. So, like, this is a studio that is trying to make like a really good classical action RPG that doesn't have a lot of the modern amenities, but just trying to make, you know, a good game. So, anyways,
Cool. Sounds like POE.
sounds like you'd like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it has high potential. Yeah, it sounds good.
All right, are
no
we
battle
good?
pass, no nothing. That's awesome.
We're gonna try.
Yeah,
If we're good,
wait,
Good.
one more thing.
Yeah.
So Hog, again, what classes or type of combat style do you like in ARPGs? Maybe Aaron will give you a good build to start with.
oh, don't say
I like
armor
casters.
stacking. Actually, casters,
Yeah.
physical or
usually play.
spell, like bow and arrow, crossbow,
one.
or spell.
Oh no, spell. I ain't a bow guy. I mean, I'm playing a bow in POE right now, but that's just because it's weird. I'm not a bow guy.
When you when I'm gonna say when, not if. When you start playing Last Epoch again, I recommend you play a Rune Master.
Okay.
Okay, that's my recommendation.
All right.
I think you'll really like it. Or Warlock. So, okay, sorry. Warlock is
What's
like
the difference?
The Warlock is an Acolyte. It's a dark caster. So you like curse enemies. You put different ailments on them. You stack dots, damage over time.
Yeah.
Whereas the Rune Master, you spells lightning, fire, frost. So they're both awesome, though.
Yeah, Rune Master is probably where it's going to be.
That's right. Cool. Good. Now I could just sit like last Epoch's done. Nothing else matters. Moving on to our second game. And I pulled up Path of Exile 2, but of course we can talk OG Path of Exile as well. Early access coming in 2024. I did have the privilege of playing this game. And I probably should have mentioned
Flex a little bit.
I should mention that I do have like 1,600 hours in POE, but this is like years and years ago. I think the last season, I was thinking about it during the pre-show. When was the last time I played POE, really? And it was, I think, Synthesis. I don't know if anyone's been around a while. That was a long time ago. Yeah, Synthesis.
I played in the beta before it was out, believe it or not. But then I just dropped it.
Yeah. So I have played Path of Exile and I've played POE 2, and I can tell you that as much as I think this game is going to be awesome,
choose your next words wisely.
I think if you are a diehard, I'm using the words diehard POE player, or if you're used to POE, you are not gonna be getting the same experience. That is,
they're gonna be pissed.
That's what I try to tell people, is that this game is really gonna focus on WASD movement.
Oh jeez.
They literally released a video talking about how they want to sell you on controller. They want the game to be slower, which is fine. I actually think that like market OG POE to the pew zoomers, and now you've got something else for I don't want to say a different audience because that's not fair, but a different style of game in the same vein as POE. So Hawg, I just wanted to get your thoughts on some of that. Some people are like, who cares? Others are yeah.
It's gonna be okay. So I talked about this with Try. A lot of the hardcore OG guys that have played the game for 10 years are going to be mad because they keep looking at PoE 2 through the lens of PoE 1.
Correct.
And you cannot do that because PoE 1 has 10 years of development. It has super bloated content, and you're getting a base game. And PoE 2 is going to be that way in 10 years after all the leagues and all the stuff they stack on. But it's going to be, a lot of people in my community have said PoE 1 back in the day was very similar to what we're seeing in PoE 2. It was kind of slower. There wasn't so much power creep. There wasn't all of this extra stuff that you could do. But the other thing that I think is because of what we had going on with Lilith 1, they know there's a huge opportunity there to come in and be the top dog. And I was real concerned the first ExileCon play test and all I saw, the game was so slow.
Yeah.
But what they've changed it up so much since then, and seeing the play, Velna played it solo the last play test they did. She has a really good video out about it, and I watched it. And it doesn't look slow anymore. It looks like it should. It looks like the rest of them right now. So I don't know. That's my opinion. I think it's going to come in, and especially after seeing what the minions are going to be able to do.
Yep, that's what I'm going to main witch. That's my plan.
I hope everybody's ready, because I was going to main mercenary. But then I seen the witch stuff come out. I'm like, hold on a minute, it might be going witch.
I can tell you that I played when I played the classes, Druid was my favorite when I got to get my hands on it. I like Druid.
Yeah, I have such a bad taste in my mouth from D4 Druid that.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't even like the D4 Druid. I'll give you that.
And I doubled down on it so hard before launch. The Druid will be fine.
Oh, no.
It's awesome. Y'all stop talking shit about the Druid. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Maybe next season.
So
I hear it's broken right now.
Yeah, I hear it's broken too. So you're super excited for this, right? Like, can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm dying. Because it'd be nice to have a new game, too, where you're not like, 10,000 hours behind everybody. Everyone's kind of on a level playing field. That's really nice. Because I was under the impression like I'm going to really study POE to play POE 2. No, it's going to be still going to be a POE game, but it's going to be a different game.
Yeah.
Modern. I mean, just it's.
There's probably some similarities. Like it probably helps a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, look at D1 versus D2. The jump that they made.
Yeah,
it was still a fantastic game. Just because they make like innovations and different strides and shit doesn't mean it's going to be a bad game. And I think, sorry if this is a hot take, but I think the OG players that are being real pessimistic about the game are just being obtuse about it. Like we haven't played. I was this way about D4, and I will be the same way about POE 2. We ain't played the game, so let's play the game, and then if it's dog shit, then we can shit all over it and have a blast. But like, I want to play the game before we shit on it.
Yeah,
and that's the way I think it should be. But
why haven't you played it yet?
Because Jonathan hates me. I don't know. I talked to Captain Lance the other day. I was like, or before, not the other day, before they went to the L.A. And I said, ask Jonathan if he's got something against Southern people. He just don't like me. Like, why? How come I can't come play the game? I'm fucking obsessed with the game. And he was like sitting there, like, yeah, Hawg, I'll try to. I was like, dude, I'm joking. Don't ask him that. Like, what? I'm just joking around. Shit. Maybe I'll ask him that, Hawg. I'm like, don't ask him that. If he wants me to come play, he'll call me and I'll come play.
Will you play this on a controller?
Yeah, why not? I got one for Elden Ring. Surprised I ain't broke it yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll try it. But look, this is gonna be snobby, but I'm like, I'm a purist. I believe the ARPG should be played on mouse and keyboard. I agree. That's just me. Yeah,
I agree with you there.
Even if the ARPG is not point and click, it's WASD movement.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's gross.
This game, I'm telling you, it's designed for that. The idea is you can move it, like move backwards and shoot.
There's still time to change.
I mean, that's fine. I can still do it on my keyboard.
Okay.
I mean, now that Aaron, you're talking about the leaks here. Like, how many horses? How's the horse movement? What can we expect?
We're not talking about Diablo 4 yet. Granted, there is a mount in this game, though. That is true.
Oh.
It's not a horse either. It's like an ostrich.
It's a bird.
Oh, okay.
It's a bird.
Yeah. It's basically a horse. It's fine.
I want him to put a hog in the game. That'd be cool. You could ride around. It's got big cutters.
I'm sure they will. Like, what is it? It's free to play, really so they're gonna try to have all the different mounts to sell.
Listen, I don't want to beat a dead horse.
They won't have I mean, they might have a $10 horse. I don't know if they'll have a $65 horse.
They probably.
Oh yeah,
horse,
true.
$225 horse.
This game.
Sell you a game that ain't finished for $100 and then finish it on the fly.
You got to get used to it. You're not gonna like it.
I mean, they said it would still have point and click if you wanted to be point and click.
But you won't be as good then, because you can't strafe.
See, Jonathan's so damn good that he'll make this so you can play it however you want. It ain't like no damn Lilith 1. When they say play your own way, by God, just play your own damn way.
Well, we'll find out on launch.
Right. By the way,
that was just that was complete bait for Frosty. He didn't take it.
I'm so used to hearing it. It's just I don't even get triggered anymore.
That's okay. Let's watch the trailer. This is the console trailer for POE 2.
Ogum was once a peaceful land, but each day descends into madness.
Oh my gosh. Control yourself.
Famine, plague besiege us.
What do we think of the visuals? Clean? Good?
Epic.
Good lighting.
Okay, hold on, Hawg. I know you hate D4. Visuals, POE 2 compared to D4. Forget the game, just visuals. POE 2?
Okay, POE 2. And the reason is I think Diablo 4 stuff looks AI generated.
Frosty, are you going to take offense to that or no?
I always try to count their fingers and toes.
You see my videos?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but...
Yeah, okay. I mean, look, if that's actual gameplay, that's pretty high fidelity, I will say.
You can see the lighting and the little, you could see, the ground looks wet and it looks good.
Let me just tell you.
A lot of bait and switches in the gaming world, though.
Oh, for sure. For the trailers, you never really know. Yep.
Me and my old lady were watching the Witch playthrough, or the Minions showcase they did.
Yeah.
And she didn't see when I clicked on it. She came and sat down. She saw them walking and she said, "Babe, is this Diablo 4? Like, hold on.
Oh,
This is Diablo 4. I might be interested in playing this. I started cracking up. I said, no, baby, this is POE2. She said, okay, good. So that'll tell me that she does not play. POE is her first game she's ever played. And she doesn't know shit about games. So that'll tell you from an outside person that doesn't play games. That's a better.
Maybe she just plays it because she knows how much joy it brings you, and she wants to connect with you on a deeper level.
She usually hates what I like.
What a game to start.
I know.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I said. When I said it was a math game, she was like, math.
And if you've never played anything, you have nothing to compare it to. See?
It's true.
Right?
Pretty much probably going to think everything else is easy after that.
That's exactly right. All right, we've only made it 14 seconds into the trailer.
Oh.
All right, you can't stop smiling.
You paused it, not me.
The Count's men, once our protectors.
So they got an S-class blacksmith.
And now they
Yeah, but can you temper from that black? Sorry.
come for me.
Oh, just get out here!
Okay, quick story. When I played Druid, they have skills that work with skills. So, for example, the Druid does this earthquake ability. Well, I can make this like small volcano, and then if I earthquake on top of the volcano, it like erupts into something big. Skills on top of skills. It looks so clean.
I must be the one to face this nightmare.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself!
But I need not do it alone.
Now that's combat right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
All of it. Doesn't have to be that specific. So that's what combat should be.
Is that a Gatling gun?
Yeah, mercenary.
Why are people
some
so
great-
excited for this? I don't understand. What's the big deal? Looks
Great
What's
looking
the big-
combat.
Let's go
good-looking
watch
graphics.
last Epoch's trade. No.
I didn't see any purple anywhere. I see
That's why
red,
there's
which is
something wrong
the
with it.
color of power, baby.
Oh god.
There's no
it
purple
did look
anywhere to
slower
be
than
found.
last.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
why don't you look at your background?
That's 80s retro. We're talking about video
I
games.
see.
Don't try to deflect into Hawg. No. no. We're talking about this.
Okay.
I
Frosty,
think, what do you mean?
watching
What's
that
fun about that?
Frosty, watching that trailer, what makes you excited?
I mean, look, the graphics look great. The combat looks really fun. It's a little slower for sure. I would say it's even slower than Diablo at the moment. But it just looks good. Like you hit characters, they look like they actually have some impact there. But overall, really just fun looking, I guess, class differences. The Druid looked awesome. The Gatling gun caught my eye. I like the gameplay. But I also like last Epoch too. I'm not going to deny that. So that's it. That's all I'm going to give you. I can't wait for the D4 trailer. It's probably going to be blow this shit away.
The D4 trailer that we're going to watch is them talking about the price for the pre-order for Vessels of Venture.
That seems like the typical content that they have on their YouTube channel. You go on their YouTube channel right now,
shit.
I think they're playing with puppies for about 9 minutes in their most recent video. It's really Diablo. It speaks Diablo when you see that.
So bad.
Hawg,
God.
if you had a magic wand, would you want the game to be faster, or do you not care? Just curious.
I hadn't played it.
Seeing that video and knowing POE.
that video right there was also made like before they made the changes, so it does look slower. But we haven't seen Druid play since they turned it up a little bit. Also,
Not today's stream, but yesterday's stream, we were having a conversation about POE2, and some of my community members made a great point that once the content creators and people get a hold of this thing, they're going to find the meta, they're going to find the quickest way, and instantly the game is going to become faster. Maybe not as fast, but it's going to get a lot quicker. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a meta, but PoE's there's always some kind of build to do it's not like the rest of the games where you have to play, like Diablo 4, where you have to play whatever the fucking bug build is they're playing right now. That's the meta. That's the best. You're an idiot if you're not playing it. Because there could be 50 builds that are just as good in PoE.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
you got lots of options, you're saying.
It's crazy the amount of, I mean, you can start naming off builds, everybody, then you'll see it'll be fucking minions, marine fire, fucking all this shit that I can't even name because I don't know. But I'm sitting here like, damn, there's all of the different
righteous fire, righteous fire.
I mean, you start naming, chat will name, there'll be 50 or 60 builds, and they all do different shit, and they all are powerful. Yeah, there's a super meta one that's going to get nerfed into oblivion, which I think right now it's anything to do with Mana Forge arrows is going to get nerfed into fucking absolute.
But they're all good enough to like bring into endgame, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In PoE, the only thing that matters is endgame. So like when we talk about build, that's all. If you can't play endgame with it, it's dog shit.
Yeah, I think when it was like
the whole game
season 2 or 3 with Diablo, and you're right. There was like 2 builds I can go. I can go like broken lightning orb or broken barbarian, and those are my 2 options. And then I played a last Epoch. I'm like, whoa, I have like 10, at least 10 options here, like 2 or 3 for each like mastery, and they all can bring you to end game, do decently well. I know PoE, I look at there's like 20 builds, and I go to Diablo, I had like 2 builds. I'm gonna say at least this season, like maybe 5 builds.
When I played PoE, it was a long time ago. I always played Skeleton Mage. I don't even know if it's still a build. I have no idea, but I would have an army of skeletons, and they shot elements at enemies. And I thought it was so cool because when you'd Val it, you'd have like 100 skeletons shooting. It was awesome.
Pretty amazing.
It was awesome. It probably sucks. I have no idea. Yeah, it's still bomb. Are you serious? Oh, I'm looking at chat. By the way, we're going to answer all of a Q&A later. Okay. I want to stay on PoE for a second because I have to show you guys this because you have to see it. Go ahead. Before
we get in, let me just ask y'all a quick question. So let's say PoE 2, after all that the developers know and all of the experience that they've had with PoE 1, do you think that there would be an excuse for them to release a broken, buggy mess of a game and have to spend a bunch of time fixing it? Do you think that would be excusable? Yes or no?
Broken, buggy mess. It's kind of like there's a lot. If it's game's functional.
The reason that I say it, okay, is because a lot of people use the argument PoE and LE have had extensive amount of times to be developed, whereas D4 hasn't. D4 is the 4th in the series. They had the exact same hiccup bullshit release from D3 because I went through it. And I bought the game, and it was dog shit, and they had to put an expansion out to fix the game. And so I'm wondering, like, they get another pass for this. I just seen someone chat talking about it. Well, they haven't had that time. That is not an excuse at all for the state that Diablo 4 is in. That is the AAA company. They have had 3 other releases before they made the damn genre. That's you can't, they're supposed to be the giant, the poster boy, beat me if you can. Like, there is no excuse. And it's great that people are playing it and it's fixed now, but I just think that if PoE 2 came out in the state that Diablo 4 did, that would not be an excuse that would fly at all. People would be up in fucking arms about that. At least the PoE community would be. So I just wanted y'all's take on it to see if that was an excuse that would work, because I don't think it is, personally.
If any game gets released and it's a buggy mess, there's going to be a whole lot of people up in arms no matter what game it is. But considering it's PoE and it has a long history of, like, I know, being a good game, at least the first one, people will keep coming back, and it will eventually get better if it is a buggy mess like Diablo. Like, I'm sure Diablo lost 90% of its players by coming out all buggy, which is a horrible idea. They should have waited. But yeah, I think they will get a pass. I think it'll be like, okay, it's not great right now, just give it some time. And because they are a smaller company, I'm not sure if they're publicly traded, they can do the fixes a lot quicker. It's not going to take them 6 months to fix resistances in their game. They're not going to launch it and be like, we don't even know how this works. They're not going to have a money grabbing system where you spend $100 and you get a free battle pass whenever you want to use it. But then when you go and use the battle pass by accident, there's no like confirmation that you got to use it. And then that makes people even more pissed off. If the game's a little buggy, I think people will give it a little bit of a break.
I have a lot to say, and I'll try and keep it short. They're launching into early access. It actually will very likely be a buggy mess, is my guess.
Well, this is right.
It's
of course.
and they will.
We're talking about official game launch.
Yeah,
we're talking about official game launch here.
Yeah, I think what's hard is that whether people want to admit it or not, like grinding gear games when they started POE and grinding gear games when they started POE2, they are now almost 100% owned by the company Tencent, which is
they are 100% owned by them now.
Correct. Okay. So there is different financial structures. That does not mean that Tencent has any control over the actual building of the game, but they do have over the finances of the game. So you could potentially see some of that. I'm not saying it will happen, but the start of the creation of POE2 is different than the start of the creation of POE.
Is it launching on console?
Yes, it is launching on console. And again, they have publicly come out and said that the game, they're going to try and sell you on playing it on as a controller. Like it is going to feel different. That doesn't mean the game's not going to be great and awesome, but it isn't going to have maybe as much as that, like, you know, charm of POE 1. It's going to definitely feel more AAA for sure.
I guess what my point with that was, if you have this same similar launch
correct
with Diablo 3, and then you literally do it again with the next one, and then you feed everybody and everyone's like, oh, they ain't had the time to develop. No, you don't go backwards when you make sequels. You take everything. So everything from Diablo 3, quality of life, so everything that was already there, you move over here, and none of that happened, and then they get a passing, and it really just grinds my damn gears. I just wanted to make that point.
But you know why, right?
I guess there's an excessive amount of copium gas that's being huffed or something, but I have reached my point to where I'm like, the audacity, after all that for 20 fucking years, the audacity of y'all to try to charge us $100 for a damn horse or whatever the fuck the price was.
Yeah, I hated that.
And the game ain't fixed.
Oh my God.
And then you're literally making us pay again to fix the game.
Frosty,
and the game's not like.
Did you buy Diablo 4?
He was like, yeah, I'd play it. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean the expansion?
What?
Hawg, did you buy Diablo 4?
Yeah, I pre-ordered. I went to KFC. I did everything. I was the biggest fucking shill. I attacked anybody and everybody that talked bad about the game. I was the number one fucking shill. Yeah, that's why I laugh whenever it's like, he farmed D4 negative. I fucking told everyone to shut the fuck up, talk to anything. I talked all kind of shit. I had to go apologize to fucking Rax and fucking Mr. Llama and all these people, because I was a fucking the most unbelievable Blizzard White Knight you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
So in my opinion, you're answering your own question. Like, D3 was a nightmare, yet you were still a White Knight for D4.
Right, I gave him a pass.
And you're gonna buy it and you're gonna buy D5, right?
No, the fuck I ain't. Who said that? Hold on now, damn. So who said that?
I mean, you gotta try it to say how bad it is, right?
If somebody can give it to me, I ain't. They got me too many times. They ain't getting me again.
The point I am trying to make is it doesn't matter how terrible the game is. It broke all their first week sales records. Diablo.
They ain't told us about no refunds. They didn't tell us about the refunds.
Diablo Immortal passed 500 million in sales. Diablo Immortal after 6 months. You know what I mean? I think the reason why Blizzard continues to do this, very simply put, is that the branding, the name of Diablo, it's a huge moneymaker. And the gaming community, if the game's good, bad, or indifferent, like they are voting with their wallets. And the only statistics that I always talk about is I was a previous writer for Icy Veins. I wrote Druid and Barbarian. So I had some internal analytics to at least how many people were coming to that site looking for guides.
That's a lot.
And I'm telling people never believe me. I'm talking you could take Grim Dawn, Last Epoch, POE, Inquisitor, Chaos Bane, Hero Siege, Wolcen, every action RPG there is. You could take all those games, Lost Ark, combine them together, times it by 10 during the worst season 1, and and Diablo's 10 times bigger than all of them.
Doesn't mean it's a good game, though.
I know, but the reason why they keep doing it is because they sell a jillion copies.
Yeah, and so that's what gets me is how can people they're literally a money machine for them. They don't get. Whereas grinding your games and the people, I forget the name of the studio, forgive me, the people at Last Epoch, 11th Hour Games, where they actually give a shit about their players. Blizzard don't give two shit. All they want is to ring the damn drawer and open and take your money and do it over again and over again. And that's why you saw the huge KFC, Megan Fox, and all this shit. And I got a Diablo 4 KFC t-shirt. That's why you saw this shit. So they could just cha-ching, ring the fucking bell, deliver you a half-ass Mickey Mouse bullshit-ass game that pissed me off to no extent. And then here we are again a year later. All my parody songs I talk about, it'll be fixed in about a year. And here we are. It's a fucking year, and they're about fixing to ching-a-ling-ching, ring the bell again for what? A rebranded Witch Doctor in a new area. Woo! Hell yeah, that's new and innovative, baby. I'm sorry, Frosty.
No, it's all
Witch
right,
Doctor
man.
in the house.
Frosty, you could go.
Well, the majority of the player base for D4, I don't know if you guys know, they're not exactly 1,000 IQ. I hate to say it. I know I joke about it. Yeah, they're the smartest people ever, but the main player base for Diablo 4 is the casual gamer, which when you consider the amount of people that buy actual games, they're basically legion. They're millions.
Dude, you got
don't know what they're
Elon
doing.
Musk streaming D4 in Eternal Realm to millions of people.
That's fine, but release the game not in a shit fucking state.
But they don't
just
give us the primevals that are. That's the problem.
They're not getting to
I
endgame.
know.
They're not getting to endgame.
Why are we
deflating? That was amazing.
We shouldn't defend this though. There should be. Diablo's always been you could have both sides, and now they've made it to where it's just that one side for the people that log in for 5 minutes and go, "Yeah, I did well."
I'm not defending Diablo 4. I'm just stating the facts that gamers will still give them money if the game is unfinished. And I'm telling you right now,
horrible.
I stream every day. People lots and lots of people have. I don't know if forgiven is the right term, but a lot of people are, dude, you got to go back to D4. It's fixed. Can't wait for the expansion. This is the first time. This is the first time in my content creation that I can think of where mid-season Diablo 4 grew player base. I haven't seen a live service game do that, and I don't know if ever.
Once it gets this far into the season,
that is
some people enjoy pumping septic tanks for a living. They do that. Doesn't mean you have to understand it. Some people just,
they had to make it good. They had to make it good. The expansion's coming out. They have to sell that, and then they can be crap again. Then they gotta make it good
though.
before the next expansion.
It's better. It's fixed. But it's not, because then I see everyone when they get done with their triple greater FX temperament, or then they break their shit, then they're fucking mad. This sucks. It's not fixed. So I don't know.
Yeah, there are problems. There are problems.
Yeah, but
maybe we should finish the POE2 talk, and then maybe
you created this monster. You unleashed this.
You just love talking about D4. What can we say?
And I know how business works. I know how marketing works. I know games are a business and they're made to make money. But can you at least just please spin just Tua on that fucker for you? Just don't put sandpaper around it. Just give me, if it's called fucking Diablo 4, Give me Diablo. Don't sell him back in 3 expand. Y'all know good and goddamn well that's what's going to happen. So the first one's Mephisto.
Yeah.
Second one's going to be Vessel of fucking Destruction. It's going to be Baal. And then the third one's going to be goddamn Diablo, Vessel of Terror. And they'll sell you the Primevals back. And if that doesn't feel gross as fuck, like, dude, you can give us expansions. You can fuck. I've spent like $200 in POE. Give us some cool how to like make money off me. That's fine. But make the game fucking good. Make it to where I'm sitting here. I'm not. Okay, I'm done ranting. I'm sorry.
Was that a power nap? I just want to. Was that a power nap?
That was a. You seen them goats that faint?
Oh,
that's what that was.
You got
like
scared?
Something gets super. You just no, it just gets super boring. I just.
I think they faint when they're super stressed.
Well,
Chat is
the exact same power that I possess, but
chat's saying this broke you.
No, I ain't broke. I'm just animated. I'm wild, baby.
That's all.
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
no, real quick. I have to ask.
See, this is the thing. Everyone thinks I get mad about it. I ain't mad. I'm just animated. I'm larger than life. I ain't mad.
Hawg, what did break you? What moment in D4 where you were like, okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, fuck this.
It's the druid.
The druid. I wrote
Never
the
fixing
druid
it.
for Icy Face. The druid was pretty bad. Leveling it was one of the most brutal experiences. I could also imagine Hawg running around clicking all the statues, just wanting to go.
No,
ballistic.
that dude making me do chore. I still have yet to do it. I refuse to fucking do it all because I hate all of those bullshit fucking chores. Don't make me do chores to get power, please. If you want to make me do chores to get
renown, he's talking about renown.
Anything. Don't force me to do something to get power. I hate it. And that's fine if other people, I don't fucking like it. I don't like the generator spender. And I know there's ways to negate that and all that in the end game. I totally fucking get it. I'm talking about leveling the character up because that's where the fucking pain is. But the number one thing that pissed me off more than anything is I can't see who has quit the game in my clan. I have a fucking 150 people clan. Like, the social features are fucking dog shit. And so I need to know, dude, it's part of what fucking sucked about my community, like all this shit happening because I had a fucking big community that all wanted to get in my clan, and there's only 150 slots, so you can't man it, and there's no way to tell how long someone's been off, which was in Diablo 3, by the way. That's why I get so mad and say, why can't you move that over? Why can't I right click on my persons in my party and hit teleport to player?
Hey,
just like I could in Diablo 3.
Someone
and then when you bring that up to Rod Ferguson, he goes, actually, well, you can do that. You just hit T, go through the portal, and you go, there's another portal, and you just click on the portal and go through there. I'm like, the disconnect. You hadn't played the game. Because if you played the game, you would know your druid is so fucking slow. It stays 5, 6, 8, 10, 25 fucking frames behind the rest of the party of rogues and wizards and fast as fuck shit. And here I am, look like I need to go to knock Dr. fucking Nazardin and him go, you need to stop eating. And everyone's like, Hawg, where you at? I'm going, I'm trying to fucking come with my big ass fucking staff and shit. Here I come. Why can't you if you knew that was a problem, then you would know, I just need to catch them to my party, just like in POE when I just click the little blue circle. And there I am right there with my party. So that's the shit that broke. All the little tiny things that added up are what broke me. Now, what was chat saying? I'm sorry.
Someone in chat said they're adding Last Online for season 5. So there you go.
There you go.
Holy shit! A year later, we finally get it. That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
We got it.
Okay, sure. I was trying to give them, a little extra time, but
what is Frosty gonna do with his podcast? That's what chat's saying too.
He's got a lot of work cut out.
I might just post it, just as is.
Oh god,
too good.
My truck is not that rusty. I can't believe you made my truck that. I laughed, and when I saw my fucking truck, I was like, "God damn you!" That shit was so fun.
Do you think
glad you liked it, dude?
Do you think we could talk POE 2 for one more minute, or no? Is that all right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Is that okay?
No.
Aren't we talking POE 2?
No, we're not.
Well,
we're on POE 2, but we're not.
Yeah.
I have to show this. I just have to show this one more time because it's in this video so many times, okay? If you are playing POE 2 as point and click, you cannot strafe, okay? Which means you cannot move and shoot simultaneously. When you're watching the end combat, look at how the characters are moving. This would be done through WASD on your keyboard or using a controller. I just wanted to show that one more time because somebody in chat earlier is like, are you required to use WASD or a controller? And the answer is no. But the way the game and the system is designed is that you could freely move backwards, left, right, forward while you're simultaneously attacking. So you'd be putting yourself at an extreme disadvantage if you did not do that. Okay, I'm done.
I'll try it.
I'm done.
I will try a controller.
I mean, we didn't say no. Damn, you're shilling hard for that controller.
I'm not going to start with it, but I'm going to try it eventually. I am a bow user, so I do think I'll have an advantage using a controller.
Bro, do you understand how bad POE 1 is on a controller? Like, it's going to take a minute to try to dip my toe in that controller area because I mean, I'll tell you, it's dog shit on fucking controller on right now. So we just have to see. I ain't saying no. I ain't playing it.
I got
Listen, last Epoch, we started with them, Unity, that game sucks, right? Then we went to POE.
Some purple game. Yeah.
Then we went to POE 2. It requires controller made for console. That game sucks. Now we are at the real game. Green.
Oh,
Power, the color of life.
Witch Doctor! Excuse me.
Frosty, you want to tell us what's coming?
Like one new zone, one new class, and like 2 story quests. And a dog. Let's go.
Sorry.
It's a Jaguar mount. Is Jaguar something like that? Or
very important.
Something?
It's I don't know. I don't even bought it yet, but I will.
Hawg, will you buy this?
He will. He's going to buy it. He knows he is.
You're going to buy it, right?
Maybe just to rip on it. We'll see.
There you go.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe someone will give it to me. Maybe I'll win it.
Okay. We've obviously already talked a lot of D4, but let's check out the trailer. Let's just go right into it since we already talked so much.
Hi, I'm Brent Gibson. I'm the game director of Vessel of Hatred, Diablo 4's first expansion. Vessel of Hatred is a story of isolation.
Hey, by the way, this cinematic was pretty... You guys see the cinematic for Vessel of Hatred by any chance?
Yeah.
Sucks.
It's pretty dark.
Impacts it has on you when you're trying to protect the things that matter to you most.
We should get Hawg
October 8th,
that shirt right
you'll
there.
You'll get a chance to play that next chapter and a whole lot more.
Yo, this is the game director for the expansion. So what's happened with Joe Shelley?
July 18th, in our live stream, we'll
bro, Joe's soul is gone. Joe's soul got sucked out.
Apex Predator.
This is dope.
Flow and feel. I can't wait for you.
Hey, look, it's the Witch Doctor that they're calling Spiritborn, so you feel like you're getting a new class.
By going live with pets who follow you on your adventure.
There's the dog.
Oh, that's important. That's real important right there. Holy shit.
I like that they showed some in-game for like a second there.
And if you pre-purchase
there's
the
a still.
Edition,
Look at that still.
You'll get our themed Nahantu pets.
Can we go back to that still frame? Like,
and a host of other
that might be the only bit of in-game content that they showed in this trailer. Yep. That's pretty damn good. I enjoy that.
This is all they show for the fucking trailer. They don't show any gameplay or anything of the new class. This is all you get is them petting a dog.
It's
That's the most dog shit ass thing I've ever seen. Why aren't they showing the new class?
Because the new
I don't understand. Because it's dog shit is why. They want you to buy it and then find out that they gotta fix it too. I can't fucking wait.
The new class is being revealed on July 18th. Their next
so
campfire.
Great. Go ahead and pre-order it so we can get you money.
My birthday. Just saying.
What? This has become some weird thing in all actually like in all games now, where everybody wants to be able to pet the dog. It's like a new thing.
It's like adding fishing into the game, which is probably more fun than petting the dog. But I love dogs. I have a dog myself.
I got 2 of them.
Petting dogs, but
why does it need? Why is that a selling feature in a game when you're supposed to be killing the tots of hell.
Because it's man's best friend. All right, moving on.
And if you pre-purchase the Ultimate Edition,
he's
you'll
basically
get our
saying buy
themed
the
knife.
Look, if you pre-purchase, you get a cat and a other one.
Hantu pets.
If you get the Ultimate
and a host of
Edition,
other
you get all those pets. They don't come with the normal one, just so you know.
Okay, listen.
Oh, so you got to spend another 100 to get all this.
Yeah.
To get all of this, it's $90.
That's fucking insane.
Last Epoch is $35.
It's fucking insane, bro.
I want to be clear too. Every single character, if you go watch this stream earlier during the pre-show, literally every character I came by had these wings for the Ultimate pre-order. All of them.
You don't get early access anymore, so it's really just for cosmetics. I will defend it in that regard. It is a $40 expansion, but if you love to look fancy, $90. And looks like the majority of people that play Diablo 4 like looking fancy.
And Hawg, a lot of people are saying you might want to get this because you're obsessed with cats. So that's actually not a bad call.
I'm not obsessed with cats.
You got 13.
Nobody said that. Nobody. That
he saves them.
I literally explained that people abandoned. I had 2, my cat and my old lady's
14.
cat, and then 6 months later, then we had this entire fucking flock of cats. Not because we went and got them, because I like to roll around in the yard and go, kitties. No.
There's 14 cats in your house right now.
Or are they like outside?
11. There's some that are outside.
All right.
I mean, we don't have a nasty howl. Let me say this. We have 2 litter robots. Like, our house is very clean. It's not like a nasty, like you think about a lot of cats in the house. That's really fucking nasty. No, my old lady's very clean. And she does a lot of the work. I help a little bit, but she does majority of it. We do have 2 litter robots that do all the, like it's not like you think, but we have some cats.
I didn't know you have robots. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. It's AI, you'd like it.
Yeah.
It weighs the cat and shit for you. It's pretty cool.
Hey, Hawg, just really quick. We're already at 90 minutes. We're good on time, right? You guys good?
I done told you that this was going to take 5 hours and we could talk all night.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
All right, let's finish up. We still got 20 seconds on this trailer.
I personally want to thank you for being on this epic journey
Please
with
buy
us.
the game.
Honestly, October
He looks like he's
can't
about to
get
cry.
Until then, stay tuned on all of our social media channels.
Why did they have the
and I'll
game
see
director
you
come on
in
here and tell us to buy the game for pets? They could have used like someone else.
There you go. 5 hours confirmed. This is not going to go 5 hours. I don't know. It might go 5 hours. Who knows?
I want to know why I want Rod Ferguson back. I don't know why they hid him in the closet. He's taken away all my content.
I keep trying to make new videos with like Rod, Joe Pipora, but like the recent campfire chat, it was just like
Adam and Adam.
Yeah. And I can't make fun of Adam Jackson. He's like he's the man.
Paper towel man. So
Paper towel man. He's nothing to make fun of.
So I was at BlizzCon last year and I was invited to like the pre-Blizzard party. And I literally spent a couple of hours with Adam Jackson. He is a very cool guy. Like in real life, he is a down-to-earth family man, loves StarCraft, loved Diablo 2. He truly wants to make like the game good. So
I heard he just got a Brawny sponsorship.
Did he? For his paper towel roll?
For the paper towels.
Oh, dude, for a second there, I thought you said Brony.
Yeah, he's
the brand with the guy with the axe on there.
Brownie's a little different.
How the fuck you say it? Yeah.
No. It's a whole thing.
But yeah, he was a pretty cool guy. I also had the privilege of having a interview with Rod Ferguson, and that was pretty interesting too. That's
nice.
Was he eating cookies?
Oh yeah, dude, was he passing a cookie?
That was my favorite campfire chat that's ever happened.
It's so good.
he was blitzed as fuck on there eating cookies. It was so
they
great.
seem flustered. They're like they started off by saying, "Oh, so Rod decided like yesterday to just kind of like pop in, and we have to fit him in somewhere. So here he is."
So
dude, that shit was so great.
You guys will get a kick out of this. You'll get a kick out of this because it's like. It's not going to surprise you. So when I was in Germany for Gamescom and I was at the Blizzard party, I had an interview scheduled with Rod Ferguson, and it's like, you're there, security comes up to you, and it's like, hey, Aaron, like you're up next, like, please hang out at the bottom of the staircase and we'll come and get you.
Pat you down.
Okay. No, like to get in, it's Blizzard actually throws like these parties are pretty legit. They're pretty legit. Anyways, like
they got the money.
Security comes down the steps, like they're ready for you. They like escort you up, and there's Rod sitting in the main couch, like this lawyer guy next to him, and he's the like, we will direct Rod if he can answer that question or not. Adam is sitting there, and then some other guy.
God.
And they're on the couch. The lights are low. There's like the red light in the back. It is like the weirdest. And they're like, you can record the conversation, audio only, no video. I was like, oh, okay. It like the Godfather in chat. It was really, really a trip. And I can say at least Rod wise, like when Rod enters a room, everyone's like, at least Blizzard people are like, oh, like the boss is here. Like he is really treated. I don't know if royalty is the right word, but
fear, respect.
Fear might be the right word.
Ridiculous.
But like he enters the room and everyone's like, oh, like Rod's here. Like, all right, I gotta like puff up my chest a little bit. So yeah, it was a trip. It was a real trip.
Yeah, you got real quick. Speaking of Rod, I think I used this in one of my my music video about campfire chats. But did you see him rubbing pie on Adam's face?
I did not see that.
Like, what do you do when your boss does that to you?
You say,
but like on
I'd
camera,
whoop his ass.
live in front of like.
well, to be
100,000
clear, I'm
people.
guessing that he agreed to it, right?
I don't know, dude.
No?
Of course, he had to get the lawyer to clear it and sign a waiver and all. Like that's so.
He was getting pied for like charity or something, so it was a good
Yeah,
cause.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
took it.
Can
and
I take
started
this
just-
pie?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hold on, you got to sign this waiver first, and then you can take the. Then we're gonna get. Then you can get the pie. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably pre-recorded. All right.
Frosty, honest question. Are you excited for the new expansion? Do you think it's going to add something good to the game?
I am excited. I'm
Okay.
excited to play a new class. I
Okay.
hope it's good. If it sucks, I mean, I'm gonna be pissed off. I wish there was a power increase, but maybe I'm just not used to an expansion not adding a power increase. I've not experienced that before, so I'm a little concerned also that it's going to be mid-season. Am I excited? I don't know now.
You don't look excited.
Okay, if Hawg is a from 1 to 10, 10 being most excited for POE2, where are you for Vessel of Hatred? What was that? That was the weirdest response I've ever seen. Your body,
You're the super fan, and that's how you
your
respond to
body
it.
had an actual reaction. You like twitched when I asked you that. 1 to 10, what are you excited level?
His face says, and I'll just zoom in on his face. This is epic content right here. Oh, I'm gonna make a song about you now.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna guess you're a 7. I'm gonna say you're a
Super
7.
excited. Oh, that ain't the face of a 7. That's like a 0.7 for that.
Wait, I'm so lost. Am I being asked how excited I am?
If Hawg,
Yeah.
so on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most excited,
Yeah.
and to gauge this, Hawg is a 10 for POE2. Where would
Oh.
you gauge yourself for Vessels of Hatred?
I'm gonna say 6 because like I am
Oh,
excited.
stop.
Yeah. What do you want? Do you want like a 2? Like I'm excited because I'm getting it. I'm gonna play it. It's got a new class. I'm gonna try that out. But really, if there's new abilities, if there's new powers on each class, which I assume there will be, there better be. If there isn't, it's just freaking ridiculous. That's what I'm excited for because I like playing Rogue. I like playing Sorcerer. It's just I would like to have other options.
I would guess no skill tree changes. That is my guess.
It's I've accepted it. It's
will
too
never change.
complicated for people, the skill trees. That's what they said. It's like in testing, everyone used all their skill points into the basic skills, and so therefore
they're so full of shit. They don't have the code space. Rod himself said that they don't have the code space to add all this extra shit. I'm amazed that they're able to do an expansion. Well, we have to remove to add 10% density, we got to remove some art, and we got to remove some over here, and we got to remove some over here. My dad is a developer. When I told him that shit, he said that code is fucked. That was his exact words out of his mouth. The code is fucked. If they have to remove pieces of the fucking art to get more density. So
now I could be wrong. I'm definitely known to be right about everything.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying like
no. I'm about to say something that might be wrong. I believe Diablo 4 is on the same engine Diablo 3 was on.
Yes, it is. They accidentally slipped up and let
that was a horrible idea.
Yeah,
and probably why there's a lot of problems.
That can't be true.
Exactly that dude.
No, I think it is.
He slipped up and let it out. Yep. Yes, sir.
I love that. I love his little slip ups. It's great. Really explains
it's on
a
the
lot.
exact same engine.
But maybe in an expansion, maybe not this one, but eventually they can maybe recode everything on a new engine. But that does cost a lot. They might just wait for Diablo 5.
I will say, maybe an unpopular opinion, I was very surprised they're adding mercenaries into the game. Unless it's just another way to sell cosmetics, because if they sell MTX,
is it a functional mercenary or is it just
it's a functional mercenary?
I really got to see how they implement it. I had a lot of problems eventually with mercenaries in the other Diablo games, because Diablo 2 became like, you got to use this mercenary, you got to get this ridiculous rune word, now you can function.
Yeah.
Diablo 3 was fun for a bit. Then they get, emanating powers. And now it's like, oh, your mercenary kicks ass. Now whenever you play with someone, your mercenary goes away, and then you suck, and you feel much worse.
It will be interesting.
I
know. I just imagine like Rob's mercenary doing 1 trillion damage or something on his barbarian or something like that.
That dude's never played the game.
These powerful allies fight alongside you, grow in power as they progress, and help you in combat with unique abilities. Maybe the new skill trees are coming to mercenaries.
I'm just wondering what they deleted out of the game to make room for all this.
Huh? All right, I think we moved to hot seat.
Yeah,
Let's move to hot seat.
Can't wait for Diablo 4.
All right. Hawg is now between two portals. And this is where we hit him with the hard questions. I'm going to start with the first question. You ready? And I want you to answer honestly. Like, no sarcasm.
Naturally.
No BS. In the current state of Diablo 4, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you rate the game?
3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What other game would be a 3 in your head?
I don't really have many that are that low. I'm not being serious as a heart attack. Like, y'all, you got to remember, like, the passion that I have for this franchise, and then this game comes out, and it was a 1. Like 1.5. Okay. And that was after the hype wore off, and I had my shill video, and I was like 10, right through the campaign, and it was awesome. And then the real game starts, and you're like, this is dog shit. So, it went from like a fucking solid 8, maybe 7. I forget what I gave it. Then it dropped to a fucking 1, and now it's maybe a 3. 3.5 maybe.
Okay.
It went up 0.5 point. All right.
It's gone up some points.
Yeah. Do you have any backup hats that are identical to the hat you're currently wearing?
This is one off. So this is from the store down the street. It's no longer the same store. It's not Parkside anymore. And I found this on eBay and just looking for like Seminole hats. And I was like, holy shit, that's the store down here at the free. I live way the fuck out in the country. I live 20 miles from the nearest town. We live in the middle of fucking nowhere. So to find this hat for this store, it used to be here, which is where we go get gas. It's like the only store. I was like, oh, I'm buying that. It's from like late 80s. So
everybody wants to know where Frosty's hat is.
Again. Yeah, where's your hat?
Yeah, give me a second. You can ask a question while I do this.
All right. Have you seen the movies The Rock and Con Air?
Yes, I have seen The Rock. I've seen Con Air, but I don't remember enough to.
If you had to pick between those two movies, which one would you watch first?
The Rock.
Okay.
No, we're talking about The Rock, like when they go to Alcatraz.
Correct.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Just make sure you weren't talking about like The Rock.
Yeah.
Well, like Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Frosty now has his hat on.
There we go.
Just so he can match us and make sure that he is not left out of the club. So
hats are pretty cool, I will say. Like, it's annoying having to be like, "Well, how's my hair look today?" and just wear a hat,
Did you order that off Amazon or did you find it at a store? That's an Amazon, right? Come on.
I got it as a gift. Like, I had it. I didn't go out of my way to get it. I just had it. And I'm like, you know what? This works. Some people are just like, "Oh, you should have a snowman as your mascot." And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what it'd be. I think I'd actually want a penguin, but whatever. Hey, this isn't about me. Hawg, what's your favorite fast food place to eat? This is a
Hardee's.
Hardee's?
I'll answer that real fast. Fucking Hardee's.
Hell yeah.
Favorite fish?
I love Hardee's.
Favorite fish to catch?
Largemouth bass, Micropetra salmonidus. It's the only... It's the only actual Latin name of an animal I know. Yep, Micropetra salmonidus.
What is the oldest piece of garbage you currently have in arm's reach? If you don't have any, it's fine. You might be pretty clean in there. Who knows?
Uh-oh, you made a move and his camera froze.
Oh, shit. Well, hold on. He might be coming back.
He's coming
soon.
back.
Bottle.
He's coming back.
Hold on.
From
Hawg, give it a
It's
second.
like 1965.
Your Starlink is switching servers.
Oh, can you see now?
Now I can see
now
it.
we
What
can
is it?
see.
It's a bottle. 55-ish.
1965. All right.
Okay. My question, can you spell the word hog?
HAWG.
Perfect.
Okay. If you could be any mythical creature, but you had to fight another mythical creature once a year to the death, which creature would you be?
Cthulhu.
All right. Why?
Because can't kill Cthulhu. It's Cthulhu, man. He's the king of everything. You can't beat him. I've seen the South Park episodes where Cartman calls Cthulhu and
True.
he does the meow meow and he
Of course.
I love South
vaporizes
Park.
everything.
What are you most excited about for Diablo 4 Season 5?
The potential for them to fuck up so I can rip their ass.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If you could only play one game for the rest of your life, what would that game be? Like, you're just playing. This is it. You got to come home. You only play one game. That's the game.
Only one. And you can't say
I guess
POE
it'd be
2. It's not out.
I guess I'd say POE.
Okay. And I guess considering they're going to keep updating it, it might be fun. Like,
Yeah.
All right.
Have
Just
you
because there's so much that I hadn't touched. Shit, I could put a lot of time into it still.
Have you seen the show Dog the Bounty Hunter? If so, what are your thoughts?
I am the devil, the big bad devil. Of course I have. What's that guy? That guy's weird. What's his name? Listen, bro. Listen. Have a seat. No, that's Chris Hansen. Have a seat right here. Have a seat. Didn't his wife die? Wasn't she the one with the big knockers?
Did
name?
she die?
Yeah.
I don't know if she died.
Yeah, I think she died. Yeah. I go down these rabbit holes sometimes of Wikipedia, and that was one of them. Yes, I've seen that. It was a long time ago.
Yes, his wife died, Rip Beth. By the way, everybody, after this portion, we're going to move to Q&A from the audience, all right? Go ahead, Frosty, if you got another one.
All right. If you went to a friend's house and you had you saw that he had a toilet paper roll mount next to his bed, what would you think that would be used for?
Meeting Angela.
All right.
Angela's coming over and he's hand raising that thing.
I was told that I'm required to ask you about the toe emote. I legit have no idea. I was just told I have to ask you about the toe emote.
I got a picture of my big toe. It's one of my emotes. And it's so gross.
What?
And it's the most used emote across every channel. So we raided Velna one night, and everyone came in and spammed the toe. And her moderator deleted all that shit. She was like, "Ew, Hawg, what is that? Is that your toe? That's so gross." I was like, "Damn, I need to take a new picture of my toe. I guess there's some toe jam." But no, this guy come in. This was like right after Asma covered one of my videos, and he was like, "Do you have OnlyFans?" And I was like, "No, like, what the fuck do you want to see on my OnlyFans? Like my asshole or something?" Like, no. So he's like, "No." I said, "Well, I guess I could sell you some toenail clippings." Like, I was just fucking with him. He was like, "Really? How much? Are you serious right now? Like, how much for the toenails?" I was like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here. You're not having my DNA. The world only needs one of me. There ain't no telling what you do with that." So then we made the toe emote to remember that day where he asked for my nasty.
Wait a second. In chat
toenails.
right now on the stream, is that the toe emote?
That's the toe. That's the
it.
toe right
Yep.
there. Yeah, that's the toe. It's so bad. I'm surprised Twitch approved that to be emote, to be honest with you. I know
They
it's just
probably
a
thought it
toe
wasn't
and all,
real.
but yeah, they're like, "Oh, is that a pecker?" That shit was so funny with Velna. She was like, "Ew, I hate feet. That's so gross."
That's so gross.
Oh.
Frosty, what else do you got?
What is your favorite food to eat?
Ooh.
Okay, well, I love Chinese food, but because I live in South Georgia, I don't really get to eat it anymore. But that's my favorite food to eat. I love a chicken chow mein, but not the bullshit chicken chow mein you order. If you walk into a Chinese restaurant and it's got pictures of the damn things you're about to eat on there, I don't eat there because I know that when I order chicken chow mein, they're going to go in the freezer and pull out a bag that says chicken chow mein, and they're going to heat that shit up. And the last time that I went to Tallahassee to go to damn Chinese place, I walked in there, I said, "Let me ask you something before I order." He said, "Yeah." I said, "When I order this chicken chow mein, y'all are going to make this fresh. You're not going to go cut it out of a bag because I know." And everyone in this chat that's ordered chicken chow mein from a Mickey Mouse Chinese restaurant knows what it looks like. It's all the same. I said, "I'm going to be so pissed if I open this container and it's the damn out of a bag." I said, just don't fucking bullshit me. Is it real chicken chow mein or is it out of a bag?" He was like, "No, it's fine." I said, "This piece of shit." So I ordered it, and guess what?
Frozen?
I opened the thing, and it was the same shit that you get out of a bag. So I love Chinese food, but it's very hard to get good Chinese food. I'm from north of Atlanta, and there was a place called Tianxian 2, and it was the most badass Chinese place I've ever ate at, and I'm spoiled, and nothing else has lived up to that. So that is my favorite food. Otherwise, I love a Hardee's biscuit.
How much
Pork chop biscuit and gravy.
How much does Hawg like Billy?
Oh, you talking about my piece of shit AI assistant?
I don't know. This is what people said I was required to ask you during the pre-show.
Yeah, so that's y'all know what Billy Bass is, that talking fish that was like So yeah, take me to the river. Yeah,
it like
I thought about
turns
having
and
that.
looks at you. Yeah.
I was gonna have that
So I've
bass
got-
sing some of your lines. In
It's
the
the
song I
boogie
made for
bass,
you.
right? The boogie
Well,
bass.
he's called Billy Bass. Anyway,
How much do you love him?
I put him on he's my AI chat pet, and he is an asshole. And so like, I don't know, he's run by Chat GPT. I was running him on 4, and then I tried 3.5. He's a little stupid on 3.5, but somehow he knew one of my buddy's casual streams. So he came in casually filthy, and he said something, and Billy what he does a dice roll in the background, and then if it hits a certain number under, then he'll pick somebody to respond to in the chat. And he straight up told dudes like, "Well, at least it's not as boring as your streams are." We were all like, "Damn, like how does he know casual streams?" Like, holy shit. But like this dude, you can go in and talk. I got some people from all over the world that watch me. Like one person is from my gal Lil's from Czech Republic, and she'll start speaking in Czech to him, and he knows exactly what. I mean, he's not perfect, but he'll speak right back to her in Czech, and it's speak like TTS be coming through speaking that language. I'm like, damn, this is kind of creepy, actually. Shit. But he's a shit talker. I should have heard him during Elden Ring. He was calling me shit, and I was slow, and I couldn't dodge anything. I'm like, dude, you're a dick, man.
He was just motivating you.
No, he's a dick.
Frosty, I've got 2 more.
I got one more. So you ask one, I'll ask one, then you finish.
Okay. Any current projects, or maybe future projects?
We're still working on my streaming boat.
Oh.
So I made my bass boat. I built a streaming rig. It's got a big pole up front and a big box. It's got a monitor in it, keyboard, mouse, and it hooks up there right where my trolling motor is. I can actually put a seat down and sit and game on there if I want to. I actually caught a fish in WoW, so I was playing WoW on the boat. So I had my computer and everything's piped in. I got a laptop. It's got a custom cradle. It's got a inverter on there. It's got a separate battery bank that gets charged off the outboard when the outboard's running. I get about 4.5 hours of stream time. We put the Starlink out there. So right now we're trying to go to cellular internet. So I'm trying to find the right, actually, here's my Cradle Point modem for it right now. Trying to find the right provider for that to give me what I need. But we played WoW, fishing in WoW. While I was fishing in real life, caught a fish in WoW, caught a fish on the boat at the same time. It was pretty cool.
I'm just throwing it out there. If you are playing Path of Exile while simultaneously fishing in real life, like trolling or something, like that would be... Yeah.
We did that too.
That is a tremendous idea.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's, as with anything that's innovative, no one's done this, so there's a lot of... Especially right now, the heat is so hard on everything. Constantly charging like this GoPro I'm looking at, it stays so hot, and then you put it out in 110-degree direct sun, it shuts everything down. So that's another thing I'm trying to work around. It's an ongoing project.
Okay.
It's pretty fun though.
So I had a comment the other day. I don't know if this means anything, but they said that you love smoked meat. Is that true? I don't know what the hell that meant. Someone trolling?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's just troll shit there.
All right, well, that's it for me on this.
That's just typical, someone else. I mean, sure.
Final question. How has being a streamer changed you for the good or the bad?
I don't say. I mean, there's been nothing bad come out. This has been the coolest shit. And I've done a lot. I've worked a lot of jobs, seen a lot of things. I'm not rich in money, but I'm rich in experiences and shit that I've seen. Like, I've had a really cool life, but this is, with all the, the negative shit talk, like, who cares about any of that? This has been the coolest shit. And now with this OTK shit, I'm like,
oh yeah,
this coolest shit. This is the coolest fucking shit. Making friends with all of the creators. Like, I love making content. That's just, even when I didn't have any people watching my shit, I just like making content. And that shit is so cool. Doing podcasts, talking with y'all, making friends with other people, other creators across multiple games. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, it's just something I never thought it would ever get to this point. So, like, I appreciate y'all bringing me on. Appreciate everybody watching. All, it's been really fucking cool. Really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been really cool.
And if anyone doesn't know, Hawg is now into the second round of OTK's Next Best Streamer contest, which I think is going to be tomorrow, right? Or am I wrong?
Dude, I'm nervous as
You're nervous?
On my hot tin.
You're pacing?
No, I mean, I'm just anxious, I guess. Like, I'm going fourth this time. Last time it was even torturous. I had to wait till like almost the end.
Yeah, that was like 20 or something. Is audience voting on this, or is it just them?
It'll be the same format, but we won't know till the end. This won't be like the first round where immediately. You wait till the end, and then but it's an interview and then 6 minutes of showcase. So it starts at noon Central.
Oh,
all right. Well,
that'd be cool. I got something cool planned, but I can't tell y'all what it is because
you can't let your competition know.
Might see.
That's right.
They might see.
All right. Hawg, you're officially out of the hot seat.
No, damn, it's just getting warm.
Okay, we are now going to be opening this up to a Q&A from the audience. If you are on YouTube or you are on X or you are on Twitch, I can see the chat. So if anybody has any questions for myself, Frosty, or Hawg,
I see
you can go ahead and throw it out there now.
That'll be on Emmy stream. Emiru, I can't ever fucking pronounce her name the proper way, so I just call her.
In my head, I can pronounce it, but let me say it out loud.
Go to Emiru, go to her stream to vote, or you can watch it. If you don't want to vote through chat, go to OTK and just watch it. But
all right, question 1: do you watch anime?
No.
No.
That's it.
Never got into it. I mean, I don't have anything negative to say. If you like it, that's cool. I just never got into it.
Question for me.
I like
What do you think
cartoons,
about
so.
your chat? I think my wife is as inappropriate as this podcast. No, I'm just kidding. My wife's in chat just messing around. Maybe more. Here we go. Any other questions? What is in Frosty's sideboard? Oh, they're talking about your background, Frosty.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at this. This is my my real room. Be amazed by.
Now they know it's fake. Why did you do that? Everyone thought it was real.
If they made it to 2.5 hours into the podcast. No, actually, this is the
I thought
fake
it was
one.
real
This is my humble background.
Dude, the first time I came in your stream, I thought that was real. I was like, damn, that's a cool background. Like, that's a badass streaming room right there. I was like, damn.
I created it. It's AI. I mean, like, geez.
I mean, it's cool.
You never know what's going to be real, what's not going to be real.
Hey, this is a really good question. Hawg, ask him if he could add or change one thing to D4 that would make it tremendously better. What would he do?
Get rid of the generator spender. Yeah, that I know it can be negated, but I fucking hate. Oh, and the cooldowns. Once you play POE, the longest cooldown is like that fast. So then you really start hating cooldowns. And I think that's maybe when I was playing LE.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when I hit some cooldowns. I was like, ew, cooldowns, and I might have gone back to POE at that point, but that's the big I hate a goddamn cooldown. You know what? You could probably not even have to get rid of the generator spender in Diablo 4 if you give me a fucking mana pot. Just if I run out of mana or spirit or essence or whatever the fuck you want to call it, just give me a potion so I can get it back, so I don't get mad and want to like. It's so dumb. I understand it's so minuscule, but like it's so fucking annoying for me. It takes my fun away. And if you take the fun away from me early, I'm not gonna have fun later because I'm not gonna want to play the game. Just let me get some fucking resource back. I want to play pulverized druid and be able to hit more than twice without being out of spirit, and then I gotta go. Or throw a wind shear. Or have some dildo come out of the ground. Like I don't want to do that.
Frosty, everyone is talking that it's fake. Yeah, Frosty is AI.
They think I'm an 80-year-old Asian lady who's just using the filter.
Somebody
that
on
would
YouTube.
Be so epic.
Someone on YouTube wants to know if you've ever been a part of a tractor pull.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Story time, son.
Oh, God.
Yes. What a great question. What a fucking phenom question. Best question of the stream right there. Yes. Trucks Gone Wild, 2015. My buddy Cletus, we call him his nickname. Now, he looks like he's big. He's farm boy. He's fucking huge. Cletus, you think of someone stupid and shit. No, this dude's legit. Anyway, he had not one, but 2 5-ton military trucks, not a deuce and a half, a 5-ton. So he had one that had a fifth wheel on it, like a semi, and he had one that was troop transport that had the canvas and shit on the back. So Trucks Gone Wild was in Douglas. So we all loaded up, said, let's go to Trucks Gone Wild. Fuck yeah. And they were having a truck pull. So we fucking went out there. Now, Trucks Gone Wild, you can YouTube it. It's like Girls Gone Wild, but with trucks and mud and four-wheelers and buggies, and everyone's drunk and there's women in bikinis. It's literally the most badass fucking time you've ever had. Anyway, we come pulling up in this 5-ton, and now there's trucks that are they're designed for this. We're in a stock fucking Oshkosh 5-ton. We come pulling in. Anyway, we get up. My buddy Clint, he's in. We're at the mud bog, and he's in khaki Dickies, Georgia boots, and a shirt like you're wearing, Frosty, but it's buttoned up, and you know he's wearing it like a normal, like this is what he wears every day. The shirt. It doesn't matter if he's in the swimming pool.
It like a normal person.
Now I like a. normal shirt is what I meant. Like, you know, prim and proper.
No. Don't
undershirt.
change it. I like those better.
Okay. Anyway, we sign up for the truck pull, and we pulled every fucking truck. Dude, the announcer was like, the American Dream, kept calling us the American Dream because of the fucking military truck. So this guy hooks up, we drag the dog shit out of his ass, and we back up, hook up to another guy, drag the dog shit out of his, and we're not doing anything. He's in low gear, just blah, 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 blah. We're just pulling that ass. So we get to the finals. I'm sitting in the front seat with him. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm having, I'm obviously like this now, and he's just, just bad. He's just sitting there chilling. I'm going, hell yeah, we whooping this ass, honey. So last guy we hook up, and I'm looking in the mirror, and he's got his brakes locked down, and the whole truck's going, and we're just walking forward with his ass. So you're supposed to get 3 pulls. The guy comes up, the official, and he said, nah, that guy said he don't want no more.
Done. It doesn't matter. So, yeah.
We were first place, and that shit was fucking awesome.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
So is there a video of you on like a Trucks Gone Wild video somewhere?
Oh, Frosty wants to find that.
I do have a video of me and my buddies launching fire out of an old abandoned well that we had in the front of our property with gasoline.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Y'all, sorry, so let me tell you another story real quick. We had this old, think of like in a storybook where you have a well from like 1700. That's what this well looked like. It was literally a brick well. You could look down. It was dry, but it went down about 50 foot. And we had a fun thing where every night we were in college, every night you get shit house, and then we'd go shoot fire out of the well, and you'd take some gasoline, and you had to very precision pour it along the walls of the well, not down in the center, because then it wouldn't light that well. Well, we poured the shit out. I'm doing it in the video. I got a cigarette in my mouth. I'm sitting there pouring this gasoline down there, and then you light a paper towel or toilet paper or something, and then you drop it down the hole, and when it flutters down, it lights all the fumes, and it launches this huge ass fireball out of it, and it's awesome, and everyone laughs, and that's it. Well, we did it one time. My buddy Adam boy, he was just 3 sheets to the wind. We dropped it down there, and nothing happened.
Oh no.
Oh, so he went and looked.
So he stumbles over there and he looks down the hole, and then all of a sudden we see this giant fireball, is bigger than we've ever had, engulfs Adam Boy's head.
Don't try this at home, kids. Yeah.
He steps back, he goes, oh my God. We're like, you all right? And his eyebrows are singed off right here. He had no eyebrows. He said, all I saw, I looked down, I saw a little tiny blue pilot light. And then all of a sudden, oh, it was awesome. I got lots of them little stories.
Nice.
We used to, my buddies were deputies. My buddy Corey was the interim sheriff. And we used to have like mock police chases. We had a 600-acre back pasture. We used to have mock police chases. I get in my old 93 12-valve Cummins that was souped up, and they'd get in 2 cop cars, and we'd be shithouse drunk and doing this at 5 o'clock in the morning. No, this is all certified true. I ain't bullshitting none of this now. That's why he didn't win. He was the interim sheriff, and then he ran for sheriff, and nobody voted for him because they all knew what we were doing. Yeah. Talking about a county of 8,000 people. Everybody knew what the fuck he was doing. It was so much fun. Oh, man.
Where does he see his streaming going?
Straight in the trash. Straight in the fucking trash. I have no idea. I'm just here, man.
Do you have like a normal streaming schedule? Or you just kind of like whenever you feel it?
Well, it was kind of whenever I feel it. Right now we're on, I'm on my seasonal job. So we're on Friday, Saturday, Sunday from like noon to 8. And then after Labor Day, it'll go back to 5 days a week or 6 days a week. But yeah, so I took last summer off for Diablo 4, and I can't take another summer.
Oh,
like I make my money in the summer.
That,
so yeah, well, yeah. So I took the summer off, and that's fine. But I can't do that again. So
it's a good thing you enjoyed Diablo 4 so much.
Oh yeah, it's the greatest game.
It's worth it.
It's a good thing that I farmed all this Diablo 4. Hey, it's a good time to release a secret because you talked about some secrets, but I farmed all of this Diablo 4 hate that everyone talks about, so I could take all of the money that I made, and I donated it all back to Blizzard to finance the game that y'all have now. So everybody should be thanking
I
me
see. That's
for providing
very
this
kind.
massive influx of cash so that y'all can have a good game now.
They say you
That's
up
the
for
secret that we've been. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
good.
That's the plan the whole time.
They should be giving you praise. Favorite
Yeah,
beer.
I should have a character in the game.
Go to alcohol.
I don't drink.
Okay.
Yeah, don't drink. So it's a big problem in my family, so I just stay away from it.
No, it's good.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't see any other questions.
I mean, I've been known, so sometimes socially I'll have a little bit. I mean, some triple distilled LJ Mountain Moonshine's pretty fire, but
Yeah, just not like I do it
that'll
every
have-
day kind of thing.
Yep.
that'll have you kind of
No, that's good. That's good.
seeing things that ain't there. And I don't know if y'all have ever had. I'm talking about not Old Smoky Shine, not Everclear. I'm talking about it comes to the still once, they rerun it and then rerun it. And like you could power a fucking jet off of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually made by a old popcorn Sutton looking dude.
Have you ever
In the
played
mountains somewhere.
Righteous Fire in Path of Exile?
No, I have not. And the only reason I didn't is because that's literally everybody's go-to. I'm not the guy, like, so I play Scion and shit. If everybody plays it, I'm probably not going to want to do, I'm probably going to try something different just because I don't like being, I'm not a pack follower really. I like doing my own thing. So, if I like
you
it,
did
maybe,
do
but
Druid.
I like, but that really wasn't the pack follower. Everybody shit on Druid when Rax said 17 damage.
Yeah,
So,
but,
like,
you know,
I
you
was-
didn't follow the pack. You were
Right?
Druid.
Okay. Well, I led the pack with a bunch of useless fucking companions. How about that?
Oh wow, companion Druid. That was real shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Oh
I
my
started
God.
with. That was my
Sensitive.
first build, Companion
Oh,
Druid.
you guys.
My first build.
Did you follow Aaron's a guide?
No, I didn't write a guide for it, but I do have a
Okay.
short on I have a short on YouTube where it's like I have the best gear, I've got the uniques, the best possible stuff for companions, and my wolves couldn't kill the spider that exploded out of the enemy I killed. You see all the wolves hitting the little spider that exploded out. They couldn't kill it. It was so. And I'm showing
it's so sad.
and I'm showing I have the best gear for companions, and it can't kill the spider. It's driving me. Anyways, yeah.
Well,
I was
that might
there.
be it.
Brow says. I think we're good, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to talk about?
You want to plug anything, or
Weren't we
you good, man?
Weren't we gonna look at my parody?
Wait,
No.
which one? You got.
We did not have your parody video queued up, sir.
Damn. Suck
Have to
that
have Hawg
back.
back.
So Aaron said no. We deleted that. That was too shitty.
Everyone's
That was
like,
too shitty for my show.
Frosty's video? No, we don't have any other videos.
No, I do parodies myself. Hawg, any advice for a new POE player? Understand that it's a journey. It's 1,000 hours. You'll be versed in the game a little bit. So don't get frustrated and take your time and look
Good
at a guide.
advice.
It's not a game that's meant to be level 100. I'm still not. The XP penalty when you die in the end game is so fucking crazy that I've still yet to hit 100 because you can get halfway up and then die and it's forget about it. So just take your time. But if my dumbass can play the game, and anybody, if you put up a mental barrier, then you're not going to do well. But if you go into it saying, I'm going to play the game, it's fine. You can't brick it. You can't do any of the shit that the common things that everybody says. Like, just enjoy the journey of the game.
And for those of you asking about Hawg's parody, check out his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of funny Diablo 4 songs, and paired with advanced computer graphics, pretty funny. And he's actually singing it. It is not AI.
Yeah, most of these are all of them except for I think actually all of them are freestyle. The only one I wrote, the one I wrote was it's to Tracy Chapman, Fast Rogue. It's like my first one. The rest of them are all I hit record and I know the song, and so I just changed the lyrics on the fly. I was actually trying to think of one on the way here.
My moderators
do
just
one
threw
later.
up your socials, so If you want to go see them, they're in chat right now.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them over there. Just keep in mind, they're jokes. So if you see Rex get stabbed by the Terminator, he'll live.
Frosty.
It's fine.
Frosty, when are you going to put out a song that you sing?
Oh, geez. Never.
Why?
Probably never, dude. Maybe someone catches me on karaoke on camera and then posts it. That's probably when you'll get it. I mean, it'll be funny. You're right. I probably could do it. I don't know, man. I don't have the confidence like Hawg does.
Right. That's what it is. With that hat, I think you could pull it off. Honestly, I think that that would push it over the edge. All right.
Oh man.
Everybody is saying good luck tomorrow, sir. You got this. You got 6 minutes.
I just got to beat 9 people. There's 19 of us. 10 of us move on. So
you're supposed to...
I mean, I'm pretty confident what I got going. We'll see.
So before we wrap up, just so you 6 minutes. What are your best 6 minutes? Like, what are you supposed to do?
They literally told us this is top streamer. Like, bring your fucking A game and show us.
I've seen the people they let through. I think you have a good chance.
Yeah, we'll see.
But what are you doing for 6 minutes? You're just supposed to be...
You can't say, dude.
I can't tell you.
All right, tell me
You'll
what you
have
did.
to find out tomorrow.
So I understand. Tell me what you did last round.
Well, last round, it was just... So we kind of went into this blind. It said just submit a video, about why... you've seen, like, MTV fucking audition videos they sent. It's basically the same thing. So my dumb ass, I just fucking kicked the door in because I'm, talked just with myself and told them... I didn't want to use any crutches or edit or fucking do anything. I didn't know we had to show our stream or any of that shit. So I started watching everybody else's video and I was like, oh, fuck. I might not make it through the first round. I didn't know we were doing our home. It's kind of like when you, like in 5th grade when you had to make those dioramas.
Yeah.
And like yours, you made yours like the night before with the shoebox. It's like your mom's shoebox. She's mad as fuck. At least that's how I always did everything. She's mad as hell because she's having to tote you to CVS at 8 o'clock because you forgot the project's due in the morning.
You need cotton balls or something, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and then you go to school and you see the gal that's worked on it for 3 months, and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm getting an F. But somehow, like, dude, I got so lucky because Asman was the judge. And I was like, when I heard Asman was one of the judges, I was like, oh, I might actually do okay because Asman's covered a lot of my stuff. So I got an instant yes from him.
Yeah, his chat was definitely on your side too.
Like, thank God, man. But like, it came down to, I thought he was going to golden buzzer my ass. It came down to chat. I was like, please don't fucking make me suck. Then it was like 70% was yes. I was like, all right, that's fucking fair. Like, okay.
Chat was very harsh to pretty much everyone. So you getting 70% is pretty good.
Yeah,
that's good.
70 is good for chat. Yeah, but that to me, I just wanted to be me. I didn't want to have to be a crutch and rely on a bunch of shit. So now is the time to where I'm just gonna have to pull out some of my shit I know that's epic, and then if you watched MTV back in the day, you might see something that kind of resembles it. Well, just have to see.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
No, it's way too fucking vague. No one will ever get it, but you'll see tomorrow. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, this guy.
So what's the time again?
Noon
Central. And I'm 4th, so it'll be pretty soon. Like, yeah, and I'll be. You can see it live on my stream also, but go watch it on ME so you can vote.
Noon Central tomorrow, and of course the VODs and all these things will post it. It will have all of Hawg's socials on it as well. Check out his Twitch. Check out his YouTube. And sir, thank you so much for joining us today. You are the second guest
this was a blast.
Thank you, man.
that has entered the town portal.
This was blast. Very good podcast. This was awesome.
It was fun. That was a good time. All right, Frosty, you get the final word before I hit the button. Say whatever you want to say.
Diablo 4, it's gonna be so good. Check it out. I don't know.
Check out the trailer. Check out the sick gameplay from the trailer.
Tonight, along with Aaron and Frosty, we're taking flight, tune in, level up, turn the quest in the world of action. We're the best.